Oh, fucking right, everybody. Welcome. And yeah, definitely no technical issues this time. Everything went according to plan. We are the greatest. No tech thing can thwart us. And here we are again. Hopefully everybody can hear and see and all that good stuff.
Hello.
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 With here the usual, the OG gang, Northern Savant, Gradigi, and Trevor the Miracle. And I am your host, Tomolo. Yeah, there's been hello.
Smooth.
This is, yeah. I mean, this is what the people want, apparently, I guess. Okay. It feels like, I don't know how it feels for the rest of you guys, but it feels for me that it's been fucking ages since we had the last podcast. Yet, like, I know that the last podcast was pretty close to like a month ago. Like, we do tend to aim for the middle of the month, and we've managed. And it's again in the middle of the month, so I don't really know why it feels like that for me.
I don't know, it feels like it has been a while. Like I even asked you earlier, I was like, did we like stream in the beginning of last month and wait until the end of this month or something?
I think it was kind of early last month, right? Like on the 11th or something.
I mean, it's been
like 5 weeks, I think.
Oh shit! It's 5 weeks then. The 9th? Skittles knows. Well, I guess it was.
And it's been like
in the beginning,
almost 6 months.
Yeah, I mean,
it's definitely been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I should probably like do the little. Whoop. Now you can see the welcome thing too. I'm the greatest host, by the way, because I forget like half the shit to do as a host.
Welcome.
Yeah. Hi everyone. So, anyway, how's everyone doing?
I'm excited that my work is gonna end soon. I can finally come back here permanently.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How long have you been gone? Yeah.
I've been gone for almost 4 months, and I'm gonna come back next week on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's soon.
Yeah, that's awesome. We should definitely do something like play some games on stream or something whenever you get back on your stream.
Yeah. We'll do a welcome back stream.
Yeah. I'd be down for that.
Yeah, sure.
North gets to pick all the games other than Tarkov.
Yeah,
other than Tarkov.
There are no other games. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I did get Overcooked and No Man's Sky.
Overcooked is a good game. Like, legitimately, I like Overcooked.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I want to play that with like 5-man squad.
Just to be clear, you got Overcooked 2, right?
Yeah, Overcooked 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Sully was saying that was really good too. I might pick it up here soon.
Yeah, he actually sponsored me with the game.
What a guy! What a guy! What a guy! What a guy!
Yeah, I think Sully's still sleeping. I saw him on his phone on Discord before he went live. Tom is the greatest at the game. I mean, I'm not decent at Overcooked. I was super confused when we streamed it the first time, when I was super drunk when we played it. I didn't know what it was doing.
What?
But somehow we managed. Somehow we fucking managed.
It was like me and Sully were playing it, and we got a rhythm going, and we were doing really well. And then Tom jumps in, and we basically just had to start from scratch all over again.
Thanks, Trevor.
Well, you know, it's crazy, like how just adding an extra player will like change the entire dynamics of the game. Because, like, you know, basically if 2 people are doing these 2 things, or, you know, 3 or 4 things, actually, if you add that third person, they're going to go in there and start like, fucking everything else up for everyone. The other two people, they already have their thing together, and then you got to like work together to come up with a new strategy so everyone's staying busy and whatnot, and out of each other's way.
Yeah.
I like Overcooked. That's basically the message here. It's a very fun game with friends. I don't know if like I don't think you can you even play it alone? I guess you can, but
yeah, it's kind of I haven't done it, but apparently you actually control multiple characters at once. Like you swap between them.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that's too much for one person.
Yeah, too much from a puny brain.
Yeah, I do think the score that you have to make is lowered down though. Like
it's fucking better be.
Yeah.
Fucking better be. So oh, well, never mind. I thought about showing something, but I can't do that because I have no links. Should have noticed this like a couple of weeks ago, but fuck it. One thing I can show you though, this is something I think we've touched upon. We're gonna just go to the next thing here. I think we touched upon this. I'm not super sure if we did. But I think I want to show this because this is important industry kind of news. Motherfucker. I don't know why. There it goes. There it goes. Thank God. Months after labor controversy, Rockstar converts game testers to full-time. I think this is worth a golf clap.
That's awesome.
It's good that testers are being treated like actual workers at Rockstar. And this is in at Rockstar's. It's somewhere in Lincoln. It's a UK studio. Rockstar Lincoln. Apparently there's a lot of testers working there. So I feel like it's a good thing that they did that. It obviously, like, Rockstar among other companies have been under a lot of fire for basically really shitty worker contracts where they're underpaid and they work insane hours and they get no benefits, and most of them are contractors. Yeah, so they don't work for the actual company, they're just hired people.
Yeah, they're self-employed basically.
Self-employed, yeah, and I assume they can also work for like what a temp agency essentially is, but they're not temp agencies. They have a lot of workers that they just hire out.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for these. I hope this would turn into a more industry standard. Like the worker conditions of the video game industry have been a talking point for a lot of years at this point, and I feel like anything positive is always a big win, because the conditions for a lot of studios are just really shitty.
I want to be kind of skeptical about that, because I remember we were discussing about like game industry employees trying to form like unions. So is this like a way to show that you don't need unions, you're gonna be full-time now, please don't do that? Or is this just natural occurrence? They're just gonna like hire because it's gonna be more beneficial for both of them.
I mean, you can spin it that way. There's already a huge union for the video game industry. It exists. I don't remember what they're called. I think there's actually a couple of them. But the one that I'm thinking is the way bigger one. They primarily work in Europe, but they've expanded to the United States, where
yeah.
I mean you two boys that are Americans can probably, or you probably know way better than I do, but unions are a little despised in the States, depending on from who you ask. They have a very controversial kind of position in the United States. And the video game union has also they've obviously met some pushback, but they've done some they try to do some work with the companies, the publishers and developers. But yeah, I think that is a win for at least Rockstar's employees, and I hope other publishers would also do the same thing with other testers.
Full time at minimum wage.
I mean, it's still full time though.
Yeah, because I mean, I definitely would rather have full time at minimum wage than just a few bucks above it, because they definitely could have done that, just bumped them up a little bit and then placated them by not making them full time, because I don't know about everywhere else, but you get a lot more for being full time in the States. Like the difference between working 29 hours and working 30 hours in the States is actually, in the end, is like hundreds of dollars for your employee, because then they have to start paying you like for your insurance and more benefits and stuff like that. So I'm glad that they didn't just say, oh, we'll just give them more money, and actually gave them full time. I think that's a way better deal.
Exactly. And I do feel like, especially like for game testers that live a very volatile life, like when the game ships, that's usually when a lot of them get cut off, and like now you're not working anymore. The contract expires essentially, and obviously there's no telling if you're ever gonna come back. Like what if the studio shuts down? I mean, obviously then everybody gets fired, but what if the studio just decides to go with other people? Like your job security is just shit. So getting full-time means that you have more of that security for yourself, which in the end is always beneficial for the worker. But yeah, definitely a win for the Rockstar employees. Yeah. Hopefully they will not be worked to death on the next Rockstar game that probably comes out in 10 years.
Yeah.
Take your time.
They're gonna be testing on GTA 5 content for years and years.
You mean GTA 6, right?
Hopefully if they're full time, they'll be at paid time and a half now.
Yeah, time and a half is nice for them being full time for sure.
On like a plus side, if you work for a company like Rockstar, you know that they work on one game for like forever. I mean, they released Red Dead 2. It's the only game on this current generation of consoles from Rockstar. So they obviously they work a long time on those games. So I mean, I guess if you hop into Rockstar at the beginning of their development cycle for their next game, you can kind of like tip your hat to yourself and like, I'll be here at least like 6 or 7 years. It's cool.
Yeah, that's true. You just get on right at the beginning of a game and boom, that's like the next 5 or 6 years just set.
Yeah, I can easily get like a decade go here. No problems.
I mean, realistically, how many years has GTA 5 actually been out?
I think it came out originally in 2013.
I was thinking 13 as well.
I think it's 13 for the PS3.
2013.
Yeah,
September.
for the PS3 and Xbox 360.
So that's 6 years, and they just released new content for it like last month.
Oh yeah. I mean, they will pump out content for that game as long as it prints infinite amount of money for Rockstar.
Yeah.
Like for everything that GTA is, GTA 5 specifically. Like it is the single most profitable piece of entertainment ever. Nothing comes close to it. It's insane to think about it. It's not a movie, it's not music, it's a video game that is the most profitable piece of entertainment ever in the history of mankind. And it continues to print money.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It still fucking prints cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to think that you can still make like a lot of money, something that is over 60 years old soon.
Yeah, and it's always on Steam's top sellers on the front page.
Yeah.
Like, I'll check it right now. I would almost bet money that checking right now, it's still on there. Yeah, trending amongst friends, GTA 5, Skyrim. Those are my top two, and those are both 6 and 8-year-old games now.
Yeah,
Skyrim is like the ultimate money printing machine.
I mean, it's not though, because like it's not about the sales. It's about the microtransactions. People buy a shitload of microtransactions in GTA 5. That is the huge moneymaker there. It's not the amount of units they sold. It's the sheer amount of fucking microtransactions that they sell. It's insane. Like,
I didn't know they had microtransactions.
GTA
They fucking
5.
do. You don't get to be the most profitable piece of entertainment if you don't have microtransactions.
You trade them your actual good usable money for money in game. That's what you buy. They're called shark cards. They're like they're in world, they're basically credit cards that you buy, and they just have like a few $1 million or something on them. So that is where, because it takes forever. I mean, they've basically slowly made it a grindy mess, and it's kind of genius because whenever the game first came out, it wasn't a grindy mess because they didn't have things like CEOs and bunkers and helipads and casinos. But as the game has went on, they've continued to release these increasingly expensive in-game things that, unless you're as lucky as me, and I got hacked, and whenever they left, I was left with $4 billion. There's no way you can afford it all. And that's a true story, by the way. I got hacked in GTA 5. I lost my account for like a year or more. Whenever I finally contacted Rockstar to get it back, I had $4 billion, and they didn't.
God damn, made fucking bank.
I've bought literally every piece of expensive gear in that thing, and I still have $4 billion. That's the jacked. I bought everything I want. I still have $4 billion.
Thank you, hacker guy.
Have you looked up? Did you look up like how much like real money $4 billion in-game dollars translates to?
No, that would be interesting to look up.
It'd probably be fucking thousands upon thousands.
Yeah, but I digress. The point is that what I'm trying to say is it's almost brilliant that they've done what EA tried to do with Battlefront at the very beginning, and they've just spread it out. So you're already used to spending $1 million on a tank whenever the game first came out. So it only makes sense that now you have to spend $15 million on a CEO building. So they're still making it a grindy mess that you would rather buy to skip, but they didn't do it at the beginning like EA. So, how do you boil a toad?
I think the Red Dead Redemption 2 tried to do the same thing. Like when the multiplayer thing came out, they had like you couldn't get money at all, and then they made it so that you could get money like super easy, and then they made it like super hard, and they implemented microtransactions.
Yeah,
I think they tried to do the same trick as in GTA 5.
Yeah, what they completely fucked the economy in Red Dead 2 when the online broke out. You got no cash in game. It was not possible. Like, you got cents here and there, but something like if something costs $20 in game and you get 2 cents for robbing a bank, there's a lot of fucking banks you need to rob at that point.
Yeah.
And obviously they pushed the in-game store. Like, oh, you can pay like $5 and get these 20 in-game dollars.
I just did the math on the GTA thing.
Oh shit.
If you bought the most expensive car, which gives you the best rate, it's $8 million cost $100 real dollars. So you have $100,000.
I'm loaded, boys. Dinner's on me.
Can you like sell the money somewhere?
Yeah. Okay, so
you
have 100K. What you do is you put your account up on eBay and sell it for 50K.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd sell it for 50. Offer me a crisp $50 bill and I'd take it before they could even think about it.
Oh, actually, I take that back. You have 50,000. I did 8 billion instead of 4 billion on accident.
Okay, $25 then.
You got $50,000 in real money.
Okay. I would totally put that up for like 20K and be like, yo, here's a screenshot, 4 billion in game. I mean, this cost this and this with shark cards, and I'm selling it to you for half.
I would just sell your account.
I would literally do that. I would literally do that. Because
that would be tough.
I mean,
but I guess
because you can't sell it obviously with the same price that the shark cards cost.
Right.
And who would? Because you can't sell the shark cards anymore. They're in your account. You can't get that money back.
What? So
essentially what you're doing is you're giving away shark cards for half price to somebody if they're willing to pay like $25,000 for a fucking GTA account.
Dude, I would legit sell that thing for a few hundo. I would, if I could talk somebody into giving me a Chris Benjamin for my account, it would be out the door. Out the door.
You should post it on eBay for like 10 grand.
Like for real, because it's either they buy the shark cards or they get your account for like way fucking less.
I'm sure it's in their terms of service.
Oh, that you can't do it? What are you gonna do? Ban you after you sell your account?
Now I'm out $4 billion. That's $50,000.
I wonder how the hacker got his hands with the money. What did he
probably with that computer hacking?
Yeah, I think you said it in that sentence. How did the hacker get his money?
Probably with that hacking.
Because I was also like level 453 or something like that, which is absurdly high. Because I had already dumped like maybe 20 or 25 hours into it, and I was level like 60. And the levels only get longer, and he was 453. So there's no way he actually.
See, there's even more value. Like you're high level.
Yeah.
You bought everything in the game, so like it like you're essentially giving like the grand account to somebody for like 10K.
Man, the more you talk about this, Tom, the more it's making sense. I'm giving someone the entire game. Why would you go and buy the game and then all this? I'm giving you the entire game for a mere $1,000.
Yeah, and on a huge discount, a huge fucking discount.
Yeah, that's like 1%, not even.
Yeah, so like
it's like 0.5%.
Yeah, like you can make fucking thousands of dollars off of this shit. And yeah, I bet my left nut that there's somewhere in Rockstar's TOS it's like, oh, you can't sell your game account to anybody. What are they gonna do? Like ban you?
Yeah.
So who gives a shit?
If anything, they'll ban the guy with your account.
Yeah.
I want a refund.
There's a whole website for this, guys. We might be onto something.
Yeah, I mean, that's what...
There's a whole website called playerauctions.com. And there's a web.
Everyone, Joe is about to make fucking bank today.
So wait, money in millions. So I just put 4,000 millions. I'm level 453. Calculate account value now.
Like $53.
It's $70.
God damn it.
Damn.
$70.
I'm so disappointed. I'm so fucking disappointed. How is that possible though?
I don't know, man. It's worth $77. I put money in millions. I put 4,000 because last I checked, 4 billion is 4,000 millions. It's PC. And it maxes out at level 150. Oh.
Fucking eBay.
This place clearly doesn't know what I have.
Fuck that hack site. It doesn't know anything.
Too funny. All right, we went off way too long on that tangent of how much money I'm not gonna get.
Yeah, it went real up and then it came back down like real quick. $70 my fucking ass.
Dude, yeah, it's a steal. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. We'll know if I suddenly have just like gold teeth or something next stream. It's because I'm loading.
Oh man. Shit. I mean, there's no segue for anything from this.
There's not. What's the next one?
What the hell have I even put down? Man, I mean, the PS4 shipped 100 million units.
So
That's cool.
That's a lot of units.
There's a lot of units.
It's
What's the Xbox One at right now?
probably half. Who knows?
That's like 20 PS4s for every citizen in Finland.
Yeah, but Finland doesn't exist, man. Come on. You would dump them. You would dump them in the river or some shit. Ocean.
Yeah, that half is actually a good
shit,
estimate.
Really?
Yeah.
I shot that way low.
So this is from January because it is a little bit behind. So it has PlayStation at 88 million. So take that in mind. But it says the Xbox One has sold 41.
So yeah, half is pretty close actually then.
Yeah, half is pretty accurate.
But it's also half the price of PS4.
The Xbox One and the PS4, I think, are the same price, aren't they?
It's like 400 euros for PS4 and 200 for Xbox One here.
Really? I think they're about the same price here.
Yeah, I assume they're rest of the kind of the world they're pretty close to each other. Especially
no
like in dollars.
No, that's actually about right here too. The PS4 Pros are 400 and the Xbox One S is only 2. Oh, this isn't pre-owned though.
Oh.
I don't feel like digging
you're
into
checking
it.
Amazon, right?
No, I'm checking GameStop.
Oh. Ooh, GameStop still exists? Ooh.
Yeah, do they
GameStop's
not?
gonna be-
Do they not exist over there?
Didn't they file for bankruptcy?
I don't know.
I think they are in some sort of financial trouble.
Oh, that definitely. that is correct.
I'm pretty sure that they're just like trying to get rid of all the stock.
They're the new Blockbuster.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure I actually read something about GameStop that they either okay, so they got a new CEO again. This is like the sixth in like 2 years, which never entails the good things. They also tried to sell off some of their assets, which failed, and their stock plummeted. When I say plummet, not really plummet, like went down a couple of notches, but media likes to say that everything plummets.
Yeah.
Yeah, GameStop not doing good.
I think it's also that there's been a lot of GameStop employees on YouTube lately, like kind of busting that whole thing wide open. With like how they're blatantly trying to like scam customers and stuff, and like multiple employees have said that non-native English speakers are their favorite people to find, like for them to walk into their store, because they'll just like, as soon as they know that they don't really speak English, they'll just throw like multiple. They've said that they've thrown multiple like the paid what's their paid program called? Gamer Pro or whatever. The rewards program.
Oh, okay.
But they'll throw multiple subscriptions for the rewards program on a single sell for someone who doesn't speak English.
And
just hope that- Huh?
Ain't that illegal?
It's super illegal. It is extremely illegal. And that's the big deal, is that there's been like 2 or 3 people that get pretty high amount of views have said that GameStop, like their supervisors and stuff, have said, hey, if you can sneak a purchase on there. And so there would be people that would like slide in, and they don't speak English, so they don't even know what to like. Even if they do notice the transaction, like a lot of them, they said most of the time they would never even come in and say anything about it. They would just take the charge.
Yikers. Damn. I'm sorry, you can't say yikers on stream anymore.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I forgot about that. I'm sorry, chat. Don't report my ass.
Yeah, there's if you want to fall down a really upsetting rabbit hole, go on YouTube and like look up GameStop employee confessions, because it's honestly sickening. Like the stuff that they say that they got to do. Like one guy, without going into too many more, because I could rant on it. One guy said that because they GameStop corporate prioritizes used sales over new sales because that gets them more money in their pocket. And one guy on one of those videos said that his numbers were so close to just hitting what he needed for his used. He went into the back, got a game that someone asked for, opened it, and then put the game back in it and put a used sticker on it and sold it as used.
Sounds super illegal.
Yeah. Like what's even though he lost money, like his store lost money because he sold it for cheaper, he opened it up. Like in this one instance, it benefits the customer, but he still opened up a brand new game and marked it as used just so he could hit the numbers that they wanted.
I mean, GameStop has also like they've been in the shitter for so many years. I mean, the digital world is just fucking them over, and I mean they're swimming against the current. They've been swimming against the current for the past like I don't know how many fucking years. It's a dying business, and it should be put down. Like, what purpose does GameStop serve? They no fucking purpose in my mind. Like, you don't go there for consoles, and you don't go there for games. Maybe you want to buy used games for cheaper, but then again, you can find deals online for almost any game.
Yeah.
Just look at Fallout 76 that went half off after like 2 weeks since release.
Yeah. And even now, like Amazon sells used game, like physical copies of used games and stuff, which are usually cheaper than what's on GameStop.
Yeah, that too.
I do know the last time I went into one, and this is about one of the only reasons that I can think of that GameStops are still open. And it was the first time I'd been in a GameStop in at least a year. And I go in there and there's this little loud kid in there and he's buying V-Bucks. And if that wasn't bad enough, I heard him tell the person behind the register how he got the money. He won it in a Minecraft tournament.
That's amazing, dude.
You can't make that up. You can't, but I swear to God, I heard this 10-year-old kid buy V-Bucks with money he won from a Minecraft tournament.
God damn, fucking.
That's the future.
Professional gamer right there.
Yeah,
they're going to because I go in there every now and then and see what Funkos, the little toys they have.
The pops,
yeah, little pops, because sometimes they get like special ones that no one else can get or whatever. And like the store is now becoming more of a what is it? What's the word? Not games, but like items.
Yeah, figurines and posters and stuff.
Yeah, t-shirts, figurines, posters,
like
things like that. Yeah, I would say like 50% of what's in the store in there is just that stuff now.
Yeah.
In fact, I went in there and like I didn't know they had this, but they actually had a glass case in the one I went into, and it had a bunch of like more expensive figurines in there, where like $100 figurines and things like that. So
yeah. Anymore, if I do go in there, it is just to see if they have anything like that, like any exclusives or something. Because living in a smaller town, stuff like that, places only get like 1 or 2 copies of the rare things. So a lot of times you do have to like check and actually do like pre-orders on collectibles like that. But I think that they've definitely realized that they're going to have to do something to get people in there, and that's one of the things that they can do, because they're essentially turning it into a toy store at this point that also has video games. So
yeah, I mean,
it's
if
easier
you want
to
the business to survive or like evolve, like it needs to evolve to something. Like if you're just gonna sell games, you're gonna die. That's just how it is. I mean, fucking Blockbuster died because no one buys DVDs or Blu-rays or shit anymore, or rents them or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just a natural evolution of everything. Like, I wholeheartedly think that the next big business to go away, this has nothing to do with games or nothing, but the taxi industry is the next one to die if companies like Uber get their will through like government legislations. Like right now, like the biggest hurdle Uber has is that a lot of laws prohibit them from existing.
Yeah.
But the taxi industry is another one that needs it needs massive fucking reform if the taxi industry is gonna survive. I mean, taxis, I mean, I can only speak for taxis here in Finland. They're fucking expensive. And if I can order a dude who drives a car and pay $10 to get from my apartment to my work for 10 euros, I'll do that more than buying a taxi and pay $30 for that same ride.
Yeah, GameStop's gonna do the whole the Epic Store maneuver where they're gonna just start buying the first 6 months exclusive rights or something like that. You can only get it at GameStop.
I think they're already too broke for that.
Yeah.
Like that opportunity may have gone by.
that hurts. That hurts. And to be fair, they've done that. They done special editions just for GameStop.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's been special deals for like Best Buys and Walmarts or whatever. And I mean, that's the only exclusive thing that I've seen them do. I mean, it would be super whack if GameStop would come out and be like, yo, everyone, you know that Final Fantasy VII remake that's coming out next year? Exclusive on GameStop stores only around the world. And then somebody like in Libya is like, we don't have GameStop here. Fuck you then.
You know, I'm surprised GameStop never came out with their own, basically like their own
what, like
platform.
internet store?
Yeah,
it's the
Internet
Sears problem.
Where they just sell keys or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's something that they should have done 10 years ago.
Yeah,
but it's the same problem that Sears did. Never adapted to the internet, and now Sears doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
because their inability to evolve.
Yeah, and that's what's weird is like, and I've heard this saying a few times, and I don't know if you guys have, but it's just because you made a long time making a mistake doesn't mean you have to keep making it. So like they do have keys, like they do have access to keys. You can go to GameStop and buy a physical key to then take home and then put into Steam, where you could have just bought it on Steam. So that's the problem, is that they do have access to those keys and to that product, but for some reason they're still like stuck in the mindset that we need them to come here to buy it. That's where all their eggs are, in that one dumb basket.
I mean, happy dying, GameStop.
Are they like, what is going through their heads? Are they like thinking that maybe this generation is like so nostalgic about going to GameStop when they were like yay high, and they're gonna come back because of that nostalgia to buy that game or like for accessories?
I mean, they've been losing money for a multitude of years. There's people on top who get paid way more money than any of us, who are paid to fucking figure out how to make money, and they refuse to fucking deal with their problems. I mean, it's not hard. Understand that everybody wants to buy fucking digital. Adapt, you fucking...
Maybe they're just giving up. Like, we'll die maybe next year. Fine.
Yeah, it's like Blockbuster, because Blockbuster, they ran with people will still come because of the nostalgia. Like that's why they'll come here, and they ran that until there's one store left now. So.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
And that store's Twitter account is fire, by the way.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
The last Blockbuster is one of the funniest Twitters, like no joke. It's funnier than Wendy's. It is the funniest thing, dude.
I need to follow them. Holy shit.
Yeah.
They'll just pick like some random movie from the 80s and be like, hey, we've got True Lies on VHS. It's our last copy. Come get it while you can. It's so funny. But I think it's funny that you bring up the nostalgia thing, North, because that they are going for that 100%. I don't know if you guys have heard that they're going to start actually opening, and they already have. I remember hearing about it a few years ago. They're actually going to start opening retro retail stores, because you can buy retro games on their website right now, but they're actually, and I think they have one in like San Francisco or somewhere out east as like a test market. But they were actually considering opening up retro game stores.
They should have like a GameStop museum, but you can like buy any item from the museum.
Yeah.
And there's something like magical just going in there and looking all those games and figurines and stuff like. Oh. But it's not like I'm gonna buy something there because I can probably get it a lot cheaper just from the internet.
See, that's what chat is saying right now is what popped in my head too. So it's a retro store. Are they gonna sell cartridges, or is it gonna be digitized versions of retro games?
Oh, I can answer that because I won't type that into chat then. So right now they do on their website, they sell physical copies of retro games. And the issue, like Torv said, that an Earthbound SNES cartridge is $200 on their website. So the issue with that is that they don't put anything about condition on their website. So you have no idea. That Earthbound cartridge could be literally chewed on, slightly burned with no label, and they're going to charge you $200 for it and not tell you until it gets there. And because of their terms of service, whenever you bought that, you can't return it.
Ain't that illegal?
Yeah. I don't know if you can't return it. I don't know that last part.
It would be illegal here at least.
Yeah, it would be super fucking illegal here.
Yeah, but it's not here. I mean, they could easily put no refunds in part of their terms of service for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But they don't have. I've heard several on the retro gaming subreddit, several horror stories where people will order like a disc, and instead of it coming, and it doesn't say anything about it not having the booklet or anything, they'll just get the disc in one of those shitty paper sleeves, and that's it.
Yeah,
and while that probably doesn't matter to most people, for example, this Earthbound cartridge for $200, if you're spending $200 on a cartridge, you care what condition it's in.
Oh, definitely, because I mean, you can play Earthbound other ways if you just want to play Earthbound.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if I spend $200 on a physical object, I want that fucking physical object to be in pristine fucking condition.
Yeah. But right now, that Earthbound cartridge, you have no idea what kind of shape it's in, but it's still $200.
Well, fuck that.
I don't even know if I would trust GameStop to sell like legit copies of shit too, because they can like basically remap old different cartridges with other games and then just print out a label and stick it on there.
Yeah, I actually have a tool set in this drawer that I take whenever I go retro game shopping, and it has bits to open up the cartridges, and I actually look at boards if I'm going to spend like more than $100 on a game.
Yeah.
Because you can actually just like Google like Earthbound SNES board, and you can compare like pictures of the board to what they have. Because there's, I mean, it's tough out there, dude. People make reproductions all the time and don't tell anybody.
Yep.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Oh shit!
Fuck GameStop.
So yeah, PS4 shipped over 100 million units. And this was called Rapid News fucking Fire. Really rapid. We've been live for 51 minutes and 40 seconds.
That's fine.
It's all fine. Yeah, it is completely fine.
I don't think we really have anything planned for this show, so.
Oh no.
Nah.
I mean, if that's what you say, if that's what you say, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So something happened today. Gamescom had its opening day. And Gamescom, for those who don't know, is the biggest video game trade show there is. And So it's bigger than E3 and it's bigger than Tokyo Game Show. Gamescom is where like a lot of the developers come in and showcase their stuff. It's not like I think it is games mainly, but there's also a lot of tech and a shitload of indie developers go there. Now, today specifically, Nintendo had a showcase. There's a bunch of games that already exist that are coming to the Switch. Again, it's nice that the Switch is getting more games. A lot of these games are good. Risk of Rain 2 is good. Torchlight 2 is good. Superhot is really good. Hotline Miami, both 1 and 2, really good. Blasphemous is coming to the Switch, and it's also got a general release date. It's September 10th. I'm super fucking excited for that.
Is it September 10th? Because on the list it says September 26th.
Yeah, the list is wrong, dude.
Oh.
I got better sources, mainly their Twitter. But yeah, they did. The 26th is a typo, which they also addressed on Twitter. It's coming out on September 10th on all platforms. Also, Ori and the Blind Forest, the definitive edition, is coming to the Switch. So overall, like, there's a lot of games that they come to Switch and they're good games. So I mean, pay for Switch owners, I guess. And Joe, move, please. We've lost Joe. Everybody.
He's been really
there we go.
serious.
He's back.
There we go. Oh, hello. Welcome back, Joe.
Thanks, man. I have no idea what happened. Let's continue.
It's like you fell asleep for a second there.
You just got really serious for a minute.
Yeah, for real serious. I thought I said something wrong, man. I'm praising the Switch here, and you look like you want to murder me, dude.
My bad.
Yeah, I can definitely think that Switch is becoming a more and more appealing console. At first, I thought it wouldn't be that appealing, but a lot of new games are coming Switch. And if I were to buy a console right now, it would be probably Switch.
I think, honestly, the most appealing part of the Switch, for even if you're not a Nintendo fan, is the fact that you're paying $300 for a console that can play basically all the good indie games. Like, every good indie game is on the Switch, and I in my opinion, even if you're not a Nintendo fan, I feel like that's the most appealing part of the Switch.
And the best indie game is on the Switch, called The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt.
And Skyrim.
Yeah,
And
by that little studio, Bethesda.
Bethesda. Everyone likes Skyrim, though. And Bethesda has been very open about that they will resell Skyrim till the end of time if people buy it. So fucking stop buying it. Jesus. So
I was one thing I was gonna say before I locked up there for a minute. Blasphemous's Steam page says September 10th.
yes, that's what I was saying. Trevor said that. It says 26th, and I said that I have better sources. And that it's.
Oh yeah, you said their Twitter. I was just confirming that even on the Steam page, it has the right date.
We've already clarified this.
Yeah, man, come on.
I was wrong.
I was in the frozen zone. Leave me alone.
Yeah, the only misprint was for the Switch. It releases on the September 10th on all consoles. Blasphemous looks fucking awesome, by the way. I'm not gonna show any Blasphemous gameplay right now, but it's essentially 2D Dark Souls and really fucking violent.
It looks a lot like that other the Adult Swim game. What the hell's that Adult Swim game?
Death's Gambit?
Yeah, Death's Gambit.
Oh yeah, Death's Gambit.
Very similar to that.
Unfortunately, the movement in Death's Gambit was just so fucking jank.
I liked it.
I really wanted to like it. I really do. But it just I want to fucking strangle it.
Good.
But yeah, overall, I think the Switch, like, even though there's games on the PS4 that I rather want to play, like if I wouldn't have a PC, then I would have a Switch. because like Joe said, like all the good indie games are on the Switch. I really appreciate that Nintendo has taken their head out of their ass and allowed fucking third-party games on their console. It's real good.
Yeah, that's definitely the baller move.
There.
And after Nintendo's thing, Xbox had a thing, and I caught very little about the Xbox thing. I didn't catch any of the Nintendo stuff, but Xbox showed a bunch of stuff already. Like most of it is like shit we already knew. And honestly, like the biggest thing I got from the Xbox thing is that they announced XO 19, which is their own convention in London this year in September, I think, or a little later. It's similar to PlayStation's PSX kind of thing. So, fuck, it's another really big company just announcing their own convention. So we're one step closer to the death of E3 being foreshadowed by the nerds around the world for at least like fucking 15 years at this point. Stadia had also their own thing. I'm still not super sure about Stadia. I want to see that thing in action, and it really kind of pisses me off that you have to buy Stadia and then buy a subscription and then you have to buy the games.
What? But you buy it and a subscription?
Yes. You buy the Stadia Founders Edition for like $100 some, which includes like 5 months of subscription, I think. So essentially, like I'm wrong. You're not buying and then buying subscriptions, but after those 5 months, it's still you have to buy the subscription and then you have to buy the games for the thing. Where I think that Stadia would be way more viable if you would just buy the subscription and then you would have access to all the games like Netflix, but alas, this is not Netflix for games. But yeah, there's again they announced pretty much like fucking everything. Like Cyberpunk is gonna be on Stadia, Mortal Kombat 11. Destroy All Humans, Orcs Must Die 3. Orcs Must Die 3, by the way. If it comes on PC, I want to play it.
I want to play it too. I just saw it there.
Yeah, I want to play it. I want to play it. Other than that, like Borderlands, Watch Dogs, Elder Scrolls Online. And then there was, let me look first if this is the, oh shit, stop. Go away sound. I want to see if this is the right fucking trailer. It is. Behold, the best trailer from Stadia's thing. Half fucking thing. There we go.
The fuck is that thing?
A snare?
This is so
It's
cool.
a snare.
This is so cool.
Oh, wait.
No.
Just like
Accordion? Wait, is this just a whole mess of instruments like tumbled together?
Yeah, man. This is so
It's
cool.
kind of cool. Come on. You just said, oh, hi, and that was really cool. Oh, so what was that one game where that guy, he ended up being a douchebag, but everybody liked that puzzle game forever ago?
Catherine?
It's got... Fez.
Fez. Oh, yeah.
It's got that kind of where you've got to turn it and...
Yeah.
So this is like a 3D.
Boom. Coming soon to Stadia. I have no idea if this is Stadia exclusive or not, but it looks nice though.
Yeah, that does look nice.
And
I like
mean,
puzzle platformers. They're fun.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm easily entertained if you have like flashy colors and nice music. I'm like a kid, you know. just dangle the toy in front of my face and I'll be like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, still, Stadia is still Stadia. Super skeptical, and
Yeah, it's cool that they announce a lot of new games coming to Stadia, but we have no solid evidence that it's gonna work flawlessly.
yeah.
I hope it's not gonna fail miserably.
They do seem to be like continuing to throw out that confidence that it's going to, though.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys noticed, this list has 2 MMOs on it. So they're so confident that they think that they'll be able to have 2 MMOs running reasonably well on their service.
And not only that, they have 2 fighting games, Mortal Kombat, and the other one I don't remember the name of, but there's still 2 fighting games.
That's a good
Also,
point.
Farming Simulator 19.
Yeah, they're trying to get into the esports scene.
Yeah,
So-
esports with Stadia.
Now that you say it, now that you say that, so during Gamescom, they're going to have the Farming Simulator tournament.
When?
It's like this week. Don't worry, guys. I will lurk for that stream, and when I find that stream, I will post it everywhere. I want to see competitive Farming Simulator.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious
about
too.
this. We talked about this like way fucking long ago. I think it was our first or second episode. We talked about Farming Simulator esports. And now is the time, boys. Now is the time to really fucking rein in the fish and watch this shit.
If this happens at night, I'll live tweet the whole thing, I swear to God. When I'm trying to find it.
There might be something on Gamescom's website, because Jeff Keighley talked about it. He said that the venue that they were in is the venue for the Farming Simulator thing.
Man, if I can find out when it is, if someone knows when it is, let me know.
I will search for that, high and low. I will search for that.
If it happens while I'm at home, I will live tweet the whole thing.
But yeah, Stadia or Google rather, it's a good point that they're really hammering on. Like Stadia is gonna be it's really big right now. Like if you really think about all the games that are coming out for Stadia, it's no small thing anymore. There's huge fucking games coming out, and I really, really hope that it doesn't fail miserably. I really hope that it'll be a thing that takes over gaming, at least the industry. Whew. And then we had opening night live. This is Jeff Keighley's his organized thing, which was the thing that I mostly looked forward to. I want to show you guys the best trailer from the entire event. This is absolutely beautiful. Behold. Put it there. This is beautiful. And this is by far the best trailer shown today.
This is absurd.
What's absurd?
It's so freaking pretty.
Yeah, North, we need to like fix that at some point. Maybe like stand up or some shit. This trailer is so fucking beautiful.
This looks way nicer than a Kerbal Space Program game should.
It sure fucking does, doesn't it?
And it makes the game look like fun and games, but in reality, it's gonna be like hard work just to get off the planet.
I will play this.
Well,
I will
that
fucking
happens.
play this.
So I've never played a Kerbal Space Program or even seen gameplay or anything at all about it. I have no. Only thing I've known is the title of the game. So like, what? Explain the game to me.
I can explain it poorly. I've never played it, but I can't explain it.
yes,
Please do.
Like, I mean, are you just building a space station, or?
It is like a not super accurate, but it is a very minutely detailed space flight simulator. So you have to worry about like how much your stuff weighs, like how much thrust you're putting out, because if anything is wrong, like your aerodynamics are off or anything, then you'll just crash. So you have to like slowly build a ship essentially through the process of trial and error until you make it to space. And then you
So you
just
would-
keep trying to get like further and further out into
Yeah.
space.
So you would say like, minus the little green aliens or whatever, like it's a very realistic game.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is definitely a space flight simulator, I believe, is what it's technically.
It dabbles in real science and real aerospace and aerodynamics and shit.
Yeah.
Like the developers themselves have said since the beginning they aim for as much realism as possible. And actual people with actual like professional backgrounds in like, for instance, have worked for NASA have said that there's a lot of things Kerbal Space Program gets right in terms of realism.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how realistic it was. I just knew that it was like it had a lot of little details. So there's a lot of things that you have to take into account whenever you're playing that game. I just didn't realize it was actually that realistic.
And there,
So it's like, for an example, if you're building, just say a rocket ship to go into space, and you put two wings on it, and one's like half a degree off. When it goes up, it'll just start spiraling out of control because it's off. a little bit.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. If you want a good laugh, just go look up like Kerbal Space Program fails, and you'll see stuff like that all the time. Where like just like you said, if you put it off just a little bit and don't have something else to compensate, then yeah, you'll just spiral out of control and then just crash into the ground.
I have to look at it.
it's like I want to play the first game, but I don't have the time. It's a game, if you hop into it, there's no bottom.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those games that you don't play for a week. You play forever. And then you discover mods, and then forever becomes infinity.
And then number
Yeah.
2 comes out.
Yeah, number
yeah.
2.
I think the game has like preset like rockets you can use, but I might be talking out of my ass here. But you probably can like pick up something that someone else built and just like load that in and try to see how that works out.
Yeah, they're called mods.
Is it just mods, or is it just like Steam Workshop where you can like Oh,
I mean,
I made this
Art
truck if you want to
Workshop
test it out.
essentially mods.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of like blueprints for ships and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they did open up modding for the game long time ago, so there's a bunch of shit like that people have done. And a lot of during like, because KSP, like the first game, has been on ongoing development forever. They've implemented popular mods in the past and implemented into the vanilla game. So they've worked kind of closely with the modders too. Like even though I don't play Kerbal Space KSP, I acknowledge and I do respect the developers, what they've done for the game. Now the developers for the first game are not the same developers for the second game. I mean, time will tell if these new developers will garner the same sort of respect from the community that the original developers have gotten. But yeah, I wanted to show that trailer because that was by far the best looking trailer from today. Really inspiring, really beautiful.
Yeah, it was definitely impressive.
Yeah. Very well made.
If nothing else, that was a gorgeous trailer for sure.
Yeah.
Other games that they announced that I personally find noteworthy. Little Nightmares 2 got announced. I had no idea they were even making Little Nightmares 2. I fucking love Little Nightmares 1. I think it's one of those really short indie games that I really cherish. I understand that it's always hard to sell those types of games because I mean, a 4-hour experience, if it costs $20, then the threshold of buying is huge for a lot of people, and I understand that. Little Nightmares is one of those games, but Little Nightmares was very good. I don't even think it was a 4-hour game. I think it was like 2.5-hour game. But I remember Little Nightmares very fondly. It was a good game. And I'm happy to see that Little Nightmares 2. It looked like it had some co-op elements. If it has, fine, I guess.
If anyone wants to play Little Nightmares, it is presently 75% off. It is $5.
$5.
I get it.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody has not played or seen Little Nightmares, $5 I think is a very, very good price for a game that you can sit down and you can very, very realistically start and finish it in one sitting. And it is it's a good game. It's real
Also,
good.
Kerbal Space Program is 75%.
Shit, if you want to fucking hop into a bottomless pit of pseudoscience in a video game, you can buy Kerbal Space Program and I don't know, live in a cave for the rest of your life.
I did just purchase Little Nightmares. I've never played.
Oh shit. I do encourage you to stream it too.
Yeah, if it's only 2.5 hours, I'll definitely stream it.
It's something like that. I mean, I finished it in one sitting. But yeah, Little Nightmares is coming out at some point, probably next year. I think it's pretty safe to say that if a game gets announced in August, that any release window would probably be next year. Other than that, really nothing super noteworthy. Other than, I mean, Kojima was there, and he showed Death Stranding, and it is one of the fucking weirdest things. It is one of the weirdest games. I know less about Death Stranding now than I knew before Kojima took the stage.
That is impressive. It's hard to do that.
Yeah, it's honestly impressive that they can give us so information and we still know nothing. Like they've given us how like 4 or 5 like good sized trailers now, and all of them give us new information. Every one of those give us quite a bit of new information, and we still don't know anything. It's admirable.
I mean, they show that you can take a leak in the game. And
the most important part.
You could do that in Duke Nukem.
True. Very true. But
Duke Nukem got something right, apparently.
But Death Stranding goes one step beyond. If you pee on the same spot for longer, something good will come out of it. Now, what that good is, I don't fucking know. In the trailer, a mushroom grew. A huge ass mushroom. One of those poisonous ones. The red one with the white tips on. I don't know what it's called in English or fucking even Finnish.
Fly mushroom or something.
Oh no, I know it's poisonous.
How do you have the knowledge of that?
And it's I mean, I know it's just poisonous because we have them here in Finland and we were taught as kids to never touch them or we die.
Yeah, same. But I think this falls into the category of how high were you when you came up with that shit? Like I was just like peeing there and a huge mushroom grew from the ground.
I want to believe. I want to be in the camp of believers that think that Konami was all along the silent savior of us all in restraining Kojima so that he doesn't go fucking full on bonkers with us. And now there's no gatekeeper anymore. It's Kojima unhinged. It's his unshackled, and now he can do whatever the fuck he wants, and nobody can say no anymore. So now we have Norman Reedus pissing, and a mushroom grows.
Yeah, Kojima Unhinged sounds like a movie or like a big corporation.
I want to believe that. I want to believe that.
Yeah.
We thought Konami was the bad guy this whole time. Little did we know.
Little did we know. Like we were shitting. I was shitting on Konami for so long, but never did I know.
I'm still kind of sad that they actually showed that, because that would have thrown people off so much. Like when you hit up the game, go somewhere. Oh, you can pee here, and what the fuck is going on?
So one thing that they also specified that you cannot see Norman Reedus' penis.
Oh, why did they have to specify that?
Because he was pissing.
Why would I buy it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, they just lost a customer.
If I can't see Norman Reedus' ding dong, I'm not interested.
They should have made it like you can see the penis, but it's not his penis. We just modeled it.
Oh, damn. I'm trying to find the
That's the only reason I was gonna play it. Goddamn Sully.
Wait, is this it? Yes, this is it.
Did you find the peeing clip?
Yeah, man. Totally gonna show it. So this is like from earlier today. Wait, is this unmuted now? It is. It's just super quiet. But here we see Norman. He's sleeping. This thing is like 6 minutes long, so I'm gonna skip a little bit of ahead and stuff.
Skip to the dick part.
Okay. Here we're gonna see Norman Reedus urinate.
Look at that giant ass backpack that dude's wearing.
That dude is about to PS a mushroom, bud. You better show some respect.
And like this is them showing that you can't look at his dick.
I'm pretty sure someone's gonna crack it and find a way to look at it.
Oh, I just realized it was showing in milliliters. How many oh my god.
There's the mushroom. I mean, I realize it comes a little bit light for you guys, but there's the mushroom. It just
I wonder
appears.
If they actually modeled a dick onto the thing and they just make the camera but not be able to look at it.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did.
I just hope it spins around and it's Norman Reedus's just actual photo of just like smiling.
So here we see how he constructs a ladder out of thin air, and then he just uses a ladder. Why does the game
It's not
have
out of
ladders?
thin, he got it out of that giant ass backpack.
It's clearly out of a briefcase, not thin air. My goodness.
But why
It's
does
like
the
a-
game have ladders? I don't know.
It's like a clown ladder.
Yeah, it's a,
Yeah.
it's a fucking ladder. And then he finds this is a habitat. And apparently you're some sort of like, that's the logo for the Kojima's company, by the way. And apparently you're some sort of like a person who delivers shit. You're a delivery guy, apparently.
Your delivery boy.
Yeah. I can show a better little picture here. Here we have Jeff Keighley. He's in the game now. Because, of course, he's in the game, you know?
I've never heard of Jeff Keighley. Who the hell is Jeff Keighley?
Oh my god, Trevor. Stop asking questions.
He's the that's brutal, Tom. He's the guy who hosts like Gamescom and the Game Award.
Yeah. So
He's
here-
basically just famous because he's famous. He hasn't actually done anything. He just knows a lot of people.
he's a games journalist. God damn.
Oh my god.
And then they're waving. You can wave. Jeff Keighley claps and does this, and then you walk a little bit, and then
It's like it's his
that
first day
happens.
going to school, and he's like, "I'm leaving." Good job.
Can we
course,
skip to
just
the
my
baby
life.
shaking simulator?
I mean, hold on.
Oh, is this it?
Hold on, hold your horses.
Oh.
What is the
also
game
a fan.
have this? What is this shit? I literally know less now than I knew before I saw this.
Well, clearly the baby is actually the mastermind, and Norman Reedus is just a husk of a man that the baby's controlling.
You heard it
That's
here first,
actually
folks.
that's Norman Reedus's corpse, and the
Yeah.
baby's just piloting it.
Shake harder. Yeah, that's what chat wants. So yeah, that's Stranding, everybody. I mean, I don't care. I don't care what the game is at this point. I want to play it for the sheer absurdity that it is. I don't care what the game is. I just want my fucking hands on it so I can experience the absurdity that is Death Stranding.
Yeah. That'll probably be the newest game I stream. That I'm extremely interested in that. The less we know, the more I want.
Yeah. And I mean, everybody can do whatever, like if you want to play or not, but that's basically Gamescom. I mean, it is what it is. I think probably the rest of the week probably will show more gameplay of different games. Probably there's not probably not going to be any more like announcements, new announcements, especially. It's a lot of these games that are at Gamescom are gearing up for their final marketing push before the game comes out, like later this year. So there's that.
Yeah.
So you guys might be looking at the docket and see the order that I put things in.
Why are they coming out with a Destroy All Humans remake? Why didn't they just make a new game? Like, I looked at a comparison and it's like basically the same exact game that they said that they really try not to add any content or take any content away. It's the same game they had. Like, why put your time into that? Just make a new game.
I like that they they probably like listed that as a feature, like that they weren't going to add anything, and it's just going to be the same game. Like someone like they should be that people should be excited that they did less work than they should.
Yeah, I just don't like. I would be more excited for Destroy All Humans 3 because I think they only had 2, I believe. Rather than Destroy All Humans the remake, which is basically the game you already played, just a little prettier.
I think they're doing the remake because they want to see how well it sells. If it sells well, then they'll do a proper sequel.
They're probably gonna find if the IP is still appealing. Are people gonna buy that or not?
Well, I
Then
mean,
think about, is it worth making a third one?
I guess it just seems like, from what I can tell, the mechanics and all that are staying the same. So they're like taking 2000, whatever, 2001 or 2000, whatever year it came out, mechanics and putting it into a 2020 game, and then be like, hopefully this sells as well as we think it will.
Yeah, it might. I never played the original on any version, so I mean I don't know. Truthfully,
Go ahead, Tom.
truthfully, I don't really want to play the remake either. Like, it doesn't appeal to me. I don't really know who this is for.
It's the nostalgia thing, I think.
Honestly,
Yeah.
then I'm out because I don't have any nostalgia for it.
I mean, it's definitely like I rented it for the PS2 way back in the day, and I enjoyed it, but not enough that I would buy it. I like even unless it was just super cheap now. Even now, I still wouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
Only because there's not really any substance to the game. And I know that's silly because it's called Destroy All Humans, but that's like the whole point is you just go around and like kill people and blow up towns and stuff. And it's fun for a little bit. Don't get me wrong, to just mindlessly blow stuff up all the time. But that's all it has to offer. There's not really much else to it than that. And it's not like they keep giving you like fresh, fun ways to kill people. You just keep doing the same thing over and over.
Sounds super boring.
Yeah, that's
it's
why I was
fun
saying
for a few hours, and that's about it.
Okay.
it was good for 15 years ago or 20 years ago, whenever it came out. It was good then, but if they're just going to keep everything the same like they say they are, it's going to be boring as shit now. So, I don't know.
I mean, one would hope. Like, I've seen gameplay from the remake and stuff, and I don't know if they're carbon copies of the original game's missions, but I mean, it just seems very boring.
Yeah. The thing I saw was they were interviewing the guys that are making it, and they basically said that we're trying to keep everything identical. Just obviously just prettier.
Well,
Yeah. It just seems lazy.
yeah, it really does. It really seems super lazy.
I would be okay if companies started doing that with like, gosh, even then I don't know, because some people would definitely abuse it if they did something like that and they were like, but we do plan on releasing more content. But then I know people would do that and then just end up not releasing the content.
Mm. I mean, it seems just like it's a safe thing to do. Like, this franchise has been dead for years. Now they're reviving it, and so what are they gonna do? Like, they're gonna take the old game, copy it, just polish it up with new graphics and put it out. It seems like a really easy thing to do, and then see if people buy it. Like, maybe they do, maybe they don't. If they do, then okay, sure, we can do a sequel, like a proper sequel. If they don't, then it dies again. Then they can move on.
Is it coming to PC or just
not-
PS4?
I'm not
I don't
sure.
remember.
I've only seen the PS4 promo for it.
If it does end up coming to PC, you could buy it on Steam and play it for 2 hours, get the gist of it, and still take it back if you are curious, Tom. Because that's kind of how shallow the gameplay elements in it are. I think you get like new guns every once in a while, but it still doesn't really mix it up. Instead of being like, for example, the way that they really mix up the way you kill people is instead of disintegrating somebody, your next gun is like a shrink ray, so you step on them instead.
Yeah.
But all you do to step on them is just walk over them. so they might as well have been disintegrated.
The best thing in the game though is the like teleporter, the telekinesis. That's actually pretty fun. That's like the best thing in the game because you can just like pick cars up and just throw them into crowds of people and shit.
Yeah.
I just think that there's way better games to play that are coming.
Oh yeah,
out.
there are.
Yeah, save your money. Unless you just really, really, really want to destroy all humans, just save your money. There's other games that do that same thing better.
Yeah. But all right, let's talk some our industry news. Arguably one of the biggest faces of Twitch said, fuck it. Took a bunch of money and moved over to Mixer.
Don't tell me it was Amaranth. Please don't tell me she didn't.
No, she didn't. She would never. She would never leave us.
Someone has to continue making them look bad, Trevor.
Yeah, man.
Someone has to be on Twitch so that women can say, "Don't be like this woman."
Yeah.
She is just a horrible person.
I think I don't want this to become like where we hate on people, but personally I think Alinity is more horrible than Amaranth.
That's true. Well, I think it depends on what you define as horrible, because Alinity is at least straightforward about being a shitty person. Like if that makes sense. I'd rather it be the enemy I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ninja moved to Mixer. An unprecedented. Who the fuck took away my link from the docket?
I did not.
Who did that? Who is responsible for this?
Unless it
I don't
says
know, but I can
that
link it back
edited
there.
it last.
Thank you.
I'll Control Z. Oh, that one up there.
Just so something to like to lean on. Anyway, yeah. So Ninja got an undisclosed amount of money. He hasn't said how much he got from Microsoft essentially, nor will we probably ever know. But what this move is huge in my mind. Like what we see here is one of the biggest creators on Twitch willingly taking an exclusivity deal for a rival platform where he then streams for an undisclosed amount of years. And what I'm mostly interested here is what's Mixer's next move? Because surely it's not going to stay with one streamer. Like why would it stay with one streamer? I mean, this is the moment where Mixer, like they should, if they really want to take over fucking Twitch, this is the time to strike. You have Ninja already in your pocket. Now you target Ninja's friends. Ask them to join over. And give them not as much money as to Ninja, but still a huge amount. Like even if you offer like $10 million to any streamer, it's still $10 fucking million. You don't have to worry about subs. You don't have to worry about donations for multiple years to come. So why wouldn't you take that deal?
Do when you become that big on Twitch, do you have a like legit contract with Twitch that says like I'm working for you, I can't just quit? Like did he have a contract where his time ran out and he was like, okay, who's gonna bid on me now? Or did he just decide like he had the freedom just to be like, oh, I can quit whenever I want and go to whoever I want?
I think he had the freedom to quit whenever he wanted.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, honestly, if that's I really don't know, because I know bigger partners can negotiate for better rates, because like right now, affiliates and normal partners, we get like half of what people sub to us for. But I know after a certain point you can actually start negotiating for better rates than the 50-50 split. And I wouldn't be surprised if when you did that, you signed some sort of contract. I can't guarantee that, but it wouldn't shock me if whenever you started changing regular stuff like that, you had to sign some sort of contract.
Yeah.
See, the only reason why I say that I don't think Ninja had one is because Twitch has never been in this position before. This Mixer has never been a threat, and all the big streamers are on Twitch by default. Now that's changed, so now more than ever, I think that Twitch probably does want to sign exclusivity deals with established streamers on their site to keep them here.
I mean, it could just be that Twitch had, say, a 5-year deal with the very top tier streamers, and they just haven't been able to have the chance to move over too.
Yeah, but why would you make that deal? Like, it doesn't benefit Twitch until now. It doesn't benefit them at all to have like a 5-year deal, because who's gonna stop streaming? Like, it's not like they're gonna be like one day like, oh, I found something more.
It stops them from moving to another platform at free will whenever they want. They're locked in.
Yeah, it stops them from moving to the competitor with an exclusivity deal like Ninja did.
Yeah, but Mixer and like YouTube, they're not as appealing as Twitch until now.
Yeah,
now if you get like,
but they have money.
That's what I'm arguing here. That I don't think they had deals before this, but if there were a time to have deals, this is the time to have deals, because
Definitely.
nothing this huge has happened on Twitch before this. Like before this, any big streamer that stopped being on Twitch was either banned or they quit streaming altogether. Like, never has this sort of thing happened in the streaming world, where a single person is offered millions of dollars to come to a website and stream there for an exclusive amount of time.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised at how Twitch is handling it as well. Partially because I don't know, like, if you go to a streamer that has like quit streaming or got banned or something like that, if you go to their page, it just has like a generic message or something. But if you go to his page, it is actually a unique page for Ninja. I don't know if you guys have actually looked at that. Is it unique?
It is. It's still unique?
I don't know if it still is, but it was.
I know it was unique. It's not unique anymore.
It is not. So for those that didn't know, it actually used to have, just like, it didn't have the big blank video that every page has, even if you've never posted anything. It just had like almost like a banner that had his icon in the middle of it, and it said your princess is in another castle, but check out these top streamers.
Yeah, instead of princess, I know that said ninja.
Yeah, and that was it. It says your ninja. There you go. Your ninja is in another castle.
Your prince.
I mean, what happened was they did that, and then they promoted streams under Ninja's channel, and they stopped doing that. And the reason why it's back to a normal channel is because they promoted hardcore porn by accident. That is the reason why it's back to normal.
How did they manage that? Please go on. This is the story that I need to know.
See, I suspect that they had an automated system that just picks the top Fortnite streamers and puts them on Ninja's channel. So somebody in their infinite wisdom started streaming hardcore porn, which automatically, those channels always get flooded with people. It gets bumped up to the top of Fortnite, and then it gets promoted. They promoted this hardcore porn for reportedly around 2 hours. Ninja made an official statement on it himself on Twitter, condemning the situation. The fucking CEO of Twitch said that it was an accident, and people were fucking railing on him. Like, how do you let this happen? Like, how are you so fucking incompetent that you're promoting hardcore porn Somebody on Reddit found that fucking porn video on Pornhub. I checked it to verify it's the same thing that I saw in the thumbnail. It was fucking hardcore porn. They were fucking the chick in the ass.
Where would you even find something like that? Like specifically where? I just want to avoid it, but where would I go to?
For research purposes.
Yeah, for research purposes.
Like, dude, everybody watches porn, so there's bound to be that one guy who's like, "That's my video. That's the video I use, man." And then you go to report it to Reddit. This is the video. But yeah, I mean, like, I was talking with Sully about Twitch, and Sully had a good point. He made that Twitch seems like unappealing, and even when Sully doesn't actively search for like reasons to be mad at Twitch, he can name Twitch controversies off the top of his head without even doing any research, because everybody's fucking talking about them. Like, there's just shit after shit after shit that Twitch is doing, and it seems like they're just incompetent. So this has sparked more and more people to look at this Ninja go into Mixer deal and be like, what if I move to fucking Mixer? I've seen on Twitter a ton of small streamers moving to Mixer just right away. They've taken this opportunity to just jump ship. They have very little to lose on Twitch, so they can do whatever. And I mean, maybe they come back to Twitch at some point, who knows? I mean, I would, if I were Twitch, I would fucking do something. I mean, this site lives and dies on its user base. If no one's here, then the site doesn't exist. But I mean, if you want to promote hardcore porn on your website, then fucking go for it.
Well, there's really nothing they can like. Well, I don't know what they can like do about it, but I don't think there's like they would have to like manually find it, or someone has to like report it before they can, like, actually act.
Look, dude.
If YouTube can identify a trademarked song from half a second of slowed down audio, surely to God, Twitch can identify porn.
But this is not YouTube. They don't have that tech. They're not owned by
North.
What?
Amazon owns Twitch. Amazon.
I know, but does Amazon have stuff like that in their
Amazon
pockets?
has money.
They don't want to pay for something like that.
You can pay for whatever. Like, if you want the technology to exist to identify porn on your website, you can fucking pay for that technology to exist on your website. Like,
but think about it this way: you're playing Witcher, and there's like nude scenes. One of them pops up, and you get instantly banned because it thinks you're watching porn.
That's a pretty fair point. That's a much fairer point than Amazon can't afford it.
It is, and I agree. I agree with that.
I never said that they can.
I know.
They cannot afford it. They just don't want to do it. They just don't want to pay Google like $1 million to get rid of this problem.
See, more than anything with this entire porn thing on Ninja's channel, what they should have done is not have some automated thing like detecting porn or not. What they should have done from the fucking beginning is handpick established streamers that they would promote under Ninja's page. How hard can it be? How hard is it for you to know which are your biggest Fortnite streamers? I mean, surely you have a fucking database for this shit. Surely you have some statistics.
They probably should have just treated it almost like a second front page, but for Fortnite streamers, where they handpick people and put them on.
Yeah, but no, they went the easy way. I mean, I have to assume that it was an automated system. I cannot put myself in a situation where I legitimately think that some fucking Twitch employee was just clicking on streams, and there's like a dude fucking a chick in the ass and like, yeah, this is what we're gonna promote. Yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Hear me out. Do you want to be that guy that has to get up every morning, go through manually and pick out all these fucking streamers that put them on that channel every morning, day in, day out?
They would do it once. It has to be once, just once. You'd make a list of all the established Fortnite streamers that you want to promote, and that's the list. It's done.
Also, I mean, If that's what I'm getting paid to do, yeah, I've done way more monotonous things. I used to work at a factory, Trevor, where I had foam blocks that were like this big, and I would slide them under this press. I would push a button, pull a lever, pull it out, pop the things out, set it down, push a button, pull a lever. And I did that for hours and hours. So yeah, if I had to get up and pick 5 streamers to throw on Ninja's page every morning, you bet your ass I'd do it.
I mean, it's incredible. It's just incredible how, like, I do follow, like, I understand that a lot of the controversies that Twitch is having are not really real controversies. Like, people like to hate on Twitch. It's trending. It's the trendy thing to do, to hate on Twitch. But I mean, these are just, it's unfortunate, I guess, that you have a porn stream under Ninja that probably, like, mostly kids watch. Like, kids probably are the majority demographic that watches Ninja in the first place, and they go to Ninja's page and because they don't know where he is, and they find a porn stream. I don't know. It's just, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
But didn't they do that you have to have your phone number connected, which want to stream? Or was that like temporary thing?
Yeah, that was super temporary to stop people
I think they
fucking
should
over
keep it.
Artifact.
I think they
Yeah.
should keep it for like purposes like that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that they should have some sort of kind of gatekeeping thing, for like actual streams. Like, it's not much to ask. Like, if you do you want to stream on our site? Then this is what you're gonna do. Provide your phone number for us, or enable 2-factor authentication. Like, just do it.
Yeah, I mean, on a website that you could potentially make your entire living off of, at the very least, they should require like a phone number.
And it's honestly, it's Twitch's business. This is their business. So I mean, they should dictate what they want from their, essentially, like, I mean, what the fuck even are we? Are we contractors? We're not employees. We're not customers even. Like, we're just, I mean, I'm using Twitch's service though. So
I'm not sure.
Because I use Twitch's service, I think Twitch should be the one telling me what they need from me. Because they already tell me what I can and can't do here. And I need to abide by those rules. So I think they should have the right to say that if you want to stream on our site, then you have to provide your phone number first. To ensure that you're not gonna, stream porn.
But it's probably gonna be the future, like, to prevent something like that happening. And I think that's like the best way to do it, because phone number is something like personal, and you can use it to protect your account.
And it goes the other way around. Like, let's say you provide the phone number, and then you get a text message with a 4-digit code which you need to put in to verify it's your phone number. So if you break TOS and you get banned, your phone number gets banned. So you can't easily make another account without purchasing another phone, or at least another phone account. Because you need a phone number that you can respond from. Because what we saw with Artifact, and why they put that extra level of like gatekeeping there, was that people got banned and they immediately made another account and they came back. And you can do that on Twitch again. Like, if I get banned, I can immediately make another account. Like, trolls can do that. I mean, shit, like, Sully was streaming and there was this one douchebag who got banned, and he was back in like 15 seconds with another account. And then he gets just repeatedly fucking banned. Like, text authentication, like Joe said, is something that I think it's very easy to implement. And if somebody's like, oh, I don't want to give my phone number, then fuck off from the site then. Put a mixer.
I mean, yeah, you can always buy burner phones, but I mean, those are like $40-$50 a pop. I mean, do you really want to pay $40-$50 just to troll Sully? Now, I would pay that much to troll Sully.
I mean, we all know that Joe and me, we're fucking millionaires, so we would do it.
Yeah, I have $4 billion. You guys saw it earlier.
Yeah, man. We talked about it already.
What about blood samples?
Blood samples. But yeah, I mean that's I feel like that is enough to ward off 99% of people who troll. Is just requiring the phone number because they that $40-50 gatekeeping to have to get another phone number. You're gonna do that every time you just want to tell somebody to fuck off in their chat.
Yeah. And I mean it's a super easy just thing to implement. I mean, if you don't do it, then I don't know why you wouldn't do it.
But how would you like connect it? I'm like thinking, how would it work realistically? You would have to have account on Twitch with the phone connected, but then would you have something on OBS to connect that to verify that?
What do you mean?
I
mean,
you would just have to authenticate your account with the phone, and then after that you're fine. Like as long as your account has been phone authenticated, then you can stream.
Yeah,
I would imagine
that like you need the phone to get a Twitch account. You need a Twitch account to stream.
Yeah.
I mean, just like the first the gatekeeping step is to provide the phone so you would have an access to your Twitch account in the first place.
But is that something that would like scare off streamers? Like,
why would it? I mean, like, look. One argument that I can see, like, I don't want to give out my phone number because of reason one of a million.
Hackers.
Hackers. I mean, it's a security risk. Like, what if my phone number gets in the hands of whatever terrorist somewhere in Al Qaeda or some shit? So, or Skittles says stalkers. So, okay, so here's the thing. There has to be a level of trust between Twitch and the users. Twitch has to make sure that your phone number doesn't get anywhere. Typically what companies do with sensitive information is they encrypt that sensitive information. I mean, I know we saw with Facebook that they had like, I don't know, like a huge amount of passwords like in text form, which, I mean, sweet Jesus, can you not? But I mean, oh no, like I think these are basic things. Like if you have any sort of sensitive information from your user base or your customers, you encrypt that fucking information in a way that you the company can't really access that either. No, Joe knows way more about this computer stuff than I do at this point because I don't work with computers anymore. But
yeah, I mean, we do that. We encrypt stuff like for our email service. Anytime, and people will get mad too. I'm like, I'm sorry that we're doing it for your protection, but I mean, we can't tell anyone what their own password is to their email because we keep it encrypted. So if they want to know what it is, they just have to change it. So I mean, there's no way for us to even leak our email passwords, and you know, Twitch could do the exact same thing. There's no way for them to actually leak it as long as they were to encrypt it, you know, properly.
Yeah, see, I mean, to me, this is like basic shit. Like this is sort of like the basic level of trust I would need with the company I'm dealing with. Like I'm willing to give my personal information to you. What can you do to ensure that my shit doesn't get leaked anywhere? And I mean, then we have these ridiculous stories that every member of the press who went to this year's E3 got doxxed by the ESA. Like, how the fuck does that happen? And I mean, I view that as like very serious shit. A lot of journalists, in particular, get a lot of death threats and just a lot of hate online. And then every single one of them got fucking doxxed that went to E3 by accident.
That's scary, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand like how that's possible. Like, how do you fuck up that bad? I admit that I haven't really looked into the story. It happened a while ago. But it all made the rounds already. Anybody can just like look it up. E3 2019 journalist doxing or some shit.
But back to Mixer. I want to ask you guys, What would
Yes, I'm
you-
going to Mixer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
I announced
what
it.
would you need to get to move to Mixer? Like, what would make you go to Mixer?
I mean, yeah, give me a couple of $1 million and I'll move.
I don't
Like,
know.
legitimately, like, I think you would go to Mixer like less than a couple million.
I mean, sure. I mean, look, I don't do Twitch for monetary reasons. I do this because I'm bored and this is my hobby. So, I mean, realistically, any sort of payment would make me move. I mean, sure, if it's like, if they're like, we're gonna give you $100, then I'm like,
V-Bucks.
oh, 50 V-Bucks? I can buy a skin? Yes, please, sign me the fuck up.
I don't know. I mean,
someone that'll sell you a $77 GTA account.
for only $5,000, it's a steal. Go look at the shark cards.
Goddamn.
I've never actually looked at Mixer. Like, I've never checked it out. I don't know what they offer. I mean, if I looked at them and if I personally thought that what they offered was better than Twitch, I would just move over there just because I thought that.
It's horrible. Here's Mixer.
I don't know.
Here's the top games. So we got Fortnite first, Music second, Apex, PUBG, Paladin, Smite, 7 Ways to Die, Minecraft, Call of Duty, Forza, other.
That's basically Twitch.
Yeah,
That-
but then we go
that
like
layout
down
is
and
just
down and
Twitch.
down. So I mean, there's actually way
So-
more games here now than usually, but
That's actually an important thing to point out was that Fortnite's total viewership is
15
like was like a third or a fourth of what Ninja by himself used to pull. That needs to be pointed out. That the entirety of Fortnite is like a fourth or even less than what Ninja pulled regularly.
So Ninja is not live right now,
Right.
but
Still, I mean, lots of other, you know, it's just a much.
Oh my God,
I don't know.
it's so loud. Go away.
Oh gosh.
This is somebody's channel. Hyperzone Fortnite.
And I don't know if it's still this way since it's gotten a little bit more attention with Ninja, but I think Mixer used to be like a little bit more lax on its rules, so people who would get banned from Twitch would end up coming over here. I do know that there were streamers that would get booted from Twitch for various reasons, and they would just end up.
I know one dude who did that. He got accused of giving bits to himself, and what did happen according to him is he was living with two other people, and they were giving bits to him, like when he was streaming, and
Yeah.
Twitch interpreted that like he's giving bits to himself, which is apparently against TOS, so he got banned. So he went to Mixer and he's doing really fucking good on Mixer right now. I mean,
Yeah,
can
I do
can
actually.
find,
I
like-
remember hearing that story.
Can I find his channel by just doing shit?
I've actually worried about that myself because I always have my mom subscribe to me because she has Amazon Prime, and I'm always worried that every time she subscribes, I'm gonna, because I know that story, I'm always worried that I'm gonna get banned or something.
Okay, so Sharkon is actually hosting somebody, but he has 33,000 followers on Mixer right now.
That's quite a few, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean he's been a member since February 2018, so like a year and a half now. So
Yep.
and he has over 3,500 total views on Mixer. So I mean he bounced back really well. He got really fucking let down when he got banned. He was begging me to contact a person that I know who works on Twitch. I will not name her here, obviously, but she's not in charge of any of these types of things with banning people and unbanning people. So she obviously couldn't help. But yeah, it seems like Sharkon is doing super fucking well on Mixer, and he really likes the platform. So good on him. Good on him for bouncing
Yeah.
back mainly.
We'll see. I do think with Ninja moving over there, obviously you're going to see a lot more people doing it too, though. I think in the next year or two we might see a more evenly split market as far as streaming is concerned.
Dr. Disrespect said that for him to move over there, they would have to offer him basically the same deal that Ninja got.
Yeah.
Did
So
he?
he would
Or did he
actually
say
move?
that he's not going to move?
I think he said it would have to. There was some video, and I can't remember if he said he wouldn't move or it would have to take a lot. Because I know that he was more like worried about his community in the little snippet I had seen.
Yeah, I mean, he said a lot of things. I mean, there's probably legit, a lot of disjointed clips.
Yeah.
Of like one big conversation.
So I'm not going to read the article. It's just the headliner here says. It does say it's a joke. It says Dr. Disrespect jokes about possibly moving to Mixer. Says offer would need to be at Ninja's level or higher.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard Doc specifically say that he would not move to Twitch, off of Twitch to Mixer.
Yeah, he's in the clip I had seen his reasoning, and he said that he uses this reasoning for every decision he makes. Is he's super. It seems like he's super conservative. He called it picky, but it seems like he's super conservative with what could potentially be risky choices. That's why he doesn't have like tons of sponsorships or are in tons of commercials or shilling, kind of like Ninja has. So he's much more selective in what he does. So I think unless it's a guaranteed thing that he's going to move to Mixer and still continue to grow like he is, I don't think he's going to go anywhere.
Yeah, I think they would have to make like at least 3-year contract with like 5 million.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you guys caffeine. I can't show caffeine because the site requires a login.
Yuck.
Well,
is caffeine another streaming service?
Yeah. It's the most fucked up streaming site that I've ever seen.
Interesting.
See, I really want to show you caffeine.
I'm pretty sure you have an account there.
I'm pretty sure I can sign in with Twitter that I've done before.
Yeah.
Is it common spelling?
It's caffeine.tv. I'm inside caffeine right now.
I'm in.
We're in.
All right, I'll continue with Twitter.
What shows?
I'm in. Oh wait, I gotta make an account.
Oh,
this is.
Let's all just stream our making accounts with caffeine.
Okay.
So the quality sucks ass, but I mean.
I need a med kit.
But this
the guy green.
I mean, it's all fucked up. Don't worry about it.
What is happening? Yeah.
I mean, this is caffeine. This is live now. This is suggested. I think I don't know. What is this? This is featured. Verify your email. Fuck that.
It's improvisation, right?
Okay, but here, yeah, like
makes sense that she would.
What's Sully saying? Like, everybody be quiet.
She's super fearless, so that helps.
I can't do it. I need to verify my email.
All right, everyone look away.
It's dead.
Everyone promise that they're not watching the screen.
Sully killing me. We all have accounts there. The chat response time.
So yeah, that's the thing. What I wanted to show. It is ungodly fast. Like it is hauntingly fast. How Sully, Lurkin Assassin, and me, and I think there was a fourth one, maybe North.
I think I was there. I just didn't type there.
We jumped on caffeine, and this is how it felt like before I hit enter. The streamer was already responding to me. That's how it felt. It was fucking haunting. I mean, I don't know what kind of fucking super technology they have behind that site, but it was goddamn fast. I mean, low latency does not do justice for what kind of low latency they have on caffeine.
I hope they implement that technology to Stadia. Like before you press jump, you're already jumping.
It was seriously fucked how good it was. Like, honestly.
Man, there's some interesting stuff on this website. Not like people, because it's the same,
Fuck the people.
Yeah, I mean, not that, but it's the same kind of garbage you see on Twitch. People making dumb faces and playing Fortnite. But they actually have like a built-in schedule. You don't just have to put it in plain text in your description. Like, there's people on here, like, I know tomorrow that Scrims with Septic is streaming at 2:00 because I can just see that on their upcoming schedule. That's actually pretty interesting. I think that would probably pay off to have something similar on Twitch, where you could say, huh?
You have add-ons.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to get an add-on, though, is what I'm saying. I mean, you can do pretty much anything with add-ons.
Yeah, that is true.
But yeah, I mean, I get what you mean. I really do.
Yeah.
It really just seems like Twitch they have an inability to, like, put more things into the site. They rather do add-ons because they don't go into the core code of the site. But add-ons is, like, easy to do, I think.
Yeah, it is built into that page where I can just click on it and it'll just take me to their page, and I know that he starts at 2.
Well, shit, there you have it, chat. 2 p.m. tomorrow at some time zone. Some dude's gonna be live on Caffeine.
Yeah, Scrim with Scram or whatever it was called.
Scrim or Scrammer, 2 p.m. Whatever time zone. He's gonna be live on Caffeine.tv.
Caffeine.tv.
Yeah, I remember reading about Caffeine. This was when I lived at my old place. It's former Apple employees who started the Caffeine, the company. Now they're doing that. It's a weird site. It's super weird. But yeah, what the fuck were we talking about? Ninja and Mixer.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Ninjetti.
Ninjetti. I wish him all the luck.
Overall. Yeah. If he gets money, he gets money. Good for him.
Yeah. I wish him all the luck. I wish more big streamers would go to Mixer with deals, because that would mean that Twitch has competition, and that would mean that Twitch needs to do some shit. Better their own site. That would be like the old school kind of a dealing with competition. And at least we have like 2 fucking massive companies duking it out. Like, both have infinite amounts of money. We got Microsoft and then we got Amazon. Like, who will win? Nobody can buy each other because they all got fucking billions upon billions. I mean, Amazon will be in their own league with the trillions at some point because they don't pay taxes and they fucking don't pay their workers like anything anymore. But fuck it. I think
they hit $1 trillion like last year.
I just read about this like today. Like they're about to hit like $1 trillion.
Oh, maybe that's what I read, was they'll be the first company to hit $1 trillion.
Oh yeah, definitely the first one. That's the whole like the big deal here.
Like Tom said, it's easy when you don't pay any taxes.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's easy when you don't pay taxes, and it's easy when you pay your workers like very shitty salaries. And
when you don't have your own products, technically.
Yeah.
And that too. And what do you? I don't know.
So you guys, so everyone's for like Ninja moving to exclusively to Mixer.
Sure.
Yeah,
honestly, it just doesn't matter one way or the other to me, Trevor.
Kind of like how certain games come out exclusively on a certain platform.
Are you trying to switch the narrative here? You fucking.
I'm just wondering. It's kind of analogous. So I was just wondering.
Is it though? Is it really?
Kind of.
I mean,
maybe I just don't care about Ninja enough to really be able to answer that question, Trevor. Whenever Tumalo moves over to Mixer, ask me then. Or whenever Sully or North or you, whenever you guys move over to Mixer, just be like, well, what do you think?
Well.
Are you gonna boycott Mixer now because Tum moved over?
Maybe. It depends on their other practices. If they don't ever allow me to talk to Tum again, then yeah, I'll boycott Mixer.
Well, one thing that Mixer goes really hard on is women's clothing. That's their actual TOS. Like, you cannot wear any sort of revealing shit.
Really?
On Mixer?
It's like Christian Sunday kind of deal.
Huh.
Wow, that's impressive.
So yeah,
I wonder if they.
So no tube tops.
Dang it!
Yeah, no.
Frank, I look so good too.
Yeah, I mean that's like, and they've spin it in a way somehow that it's like it's better for everyone, and it like gives more options for people what to wear when they actively restrict a lot of women's clothing. Because I mean, we use t-shirts, we despicable men, or we're shirtless, but that's not okay on either side. So, but women have like a large variety of different.
I don't know how I feel about the clothing thing, because like on one hand I'm like, people should be able to wear what they want to wear as long as it's not obviously, you know, like just completely nude or whatever. Then on the other hand I'm like, well, that's good, because that keeps, you know, basically gamers that aren't really they're just, you know, showing their bodies you know, from getting on and like kind of taking over the
But is it so bad if they take over? If is a 13-year-old hog squeezer ever gonna watch your channel? Because that's how I view it. Like if
but you got to think they are saturating the market, where, you know, just say for example, if you have 20 gamers, and I'm using the term, you know, lightly or whatever everyone say it. You have 20 gamers on a platform that you can choose from. So you get to choose whichever one you want, or you have 20 gamers in a sea of 100 TD streamers. Now you got to go through and pick out which ones in between all those. So it kind of it saturates the market where you can't
I get
find
that.
people.
I do get that. Luckily though, on Twitch, most of those steady streamers are under one category. It's called just chatting.
Yeah.
And since we search by game a lot of times on Twitch, I very rarely encounter any titty streamer on Twitch. I know where they are, I just don't watch them.
I would be curious the overlap. I would like to see the statistics for how many people, like, is it like, I know what you're saying, Trevor, and that is like a super valid thing. Like, why would they watch me, some ugly fat guy with a beard, play Minecraft whenever they could go watch someone that's built like Amaranth and is actually nice on the eyes play Minecraft? Like, that's, but what I would like to know is how many people is that decision even valid to? Like, how many people come on here just for those women, and how many people come on here actually to watch people play games?
Like, I'm not even saying just that. I'm saying you go to, say you're playing Minecraft, and you pop up on the list because of all these people that aren't really playing, like they're playing Minecraft. You get what I'm saying? They're not playing Minecraft. No, so now you're, instead of popping up as, you know, the 10th person in line, you're now the 90th person in line that they're going to, and that automatically just makes it less likely for people to even see you, to be able to choose you.
Yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just curious how many people come here specifically for, like, the scantily clad. Like, how many viewers are they really actually stealing? Like, if they weren't streaming, how many of their, let's say 500, how many of those 500 viewers just wouldn't be on Twitch? You see what I'm saying? Like, how many are we really losing, and how many are here just for the deep cleave?
Yeah, I think we're not losing anybody, because I firmly believe that the ones watching the titty streamers are the ones who will never watch my channel. They're not searching for. I'm not providing the service for what they're searching for. It's so I view Twitch like it has two different markets. I mean, you can put them in three different markets. You have indie streamers, small streamers, and established partner streamers who are gamers. And whenever somebody comes to the site, they know what they want to watch, so they search for that stuff. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I guess if they had, like, and they kind of do, like how you said it with just chatting, but they do spill over into every other category.
I know that,
but if they just had a category that was like, here's your titty streamers here, here's your fat dude gamer streamers here, and then if they were separated to where the market wasn't all saturated in between, then I think that'd be better. But
no,
obviously they're not going to do that. But
yeah, I do think that it I mean, in the long run, it hurts smaller people like us. It hurts smaller streamers like us. But I just out of my pure curiosity, I do want to know how many people just straight wouldn't be on the website if they weren't staring at boobs.
I think it hurts us, but what I think hurts us way more is established partner streamers. It's the ones that pop on any game directory list at first, second, and third. Because those are the guys who get the views. If you go into Counter-Strike right now, you can scroll down a long list down, and there's streamers with 0 and 1s and 2 viewers. They're the ones that will never rise up above that current place where they are, because they're playing CS:GO, which, I mean, they play the wrong game on Twitch in the first place. Like you can't get big at playing CS:GO on Twitch. And the same with Fortnite. I mean, if I stream Fortnite, I will have no viewers. It's not the titty streamers that halt my progression in getting bigger when I play Fortnite. It's the big Fortnite streamers who halt my progression of getting big because I play Fortnite. So when I play a game like Little Nightmares, that is a very small indie game, I halt my own progression at that point, because not a lot of people know what Little Nightmares is. So a lot of people don't even know how to search for it. But certainly there's no titty streamer who will ever play Little Nightmares, because they have no fucking idea what Little Nightmares is. So again, like, I understand what you're saying, Trevor. I think the question and answer is not like, it's not twofold essentially. I think there's a lot of different things that impact our streaming life and why we are not in the 1,000 viewership. It's part titty streamers, it's part the games we play, it's part the established partnered streamers who get the views anyway.
I blame it all on the titties.
I also
those
blame
fucking
the
titties, man. But I like titties. I'm a heterosexual man. Jesus, I don't want to blame the titties. Why is this stream becoming like this? This podcast is becoming really weird.
It's off the rails.
I don't know why you went there.
I don't know, man. So Ninja moved to Mixer. I think it's a good thing. I wish Mixer would poach other streamers, because it would force Twitch's hand and thus make competition happen. I honestly believe that streaming competition would do a good thing. That's about that.
Good.
Let's move on to the weirdest story of this day.
I don't know anything about this, so I'm mostly going to be listening. I don't know nothing about what happened here.
So, okay, I'm gonna try my goddamn hardest and my best to explain what the fuck has happened, but I want everybody to understand this shit is bonkers, and I don't know what is the truth and what is not the truth.
We are all legal experts here.
Yes, that too. We are all legal experts. So, a while back, there was this dude called Submotto on YouTube. You can't find his channel anymore because it doesn't exist. You can't find him on Twitter either, because he doesn't exist there either anymore. You can't find his Discord either, because it doesn't exist. So verifying any of this is just super fucking difficult at this point. So what happened is, Submotto, he was approached one sunny day by two men on his private property, and they were inquiring about him, what he has done. So who is Submotto, first of all? He's a very long time dedicated Borderlands fan. he has made videos on Borderlands for about 7 years on YouTube. That's a long fucking time to make videos on a single franchise, be it fucking any franchise. And what he's also done is made a lot of videos over the past, I guess, year about Borderlands 3, which was only recently kind of like even announced. But a lot of people, like even Trevor mentioned Borderlands last year in December, that he hopes that it gets revealed this year, which it did ultimately. Like, a lot of people have been aware that Borderlands 3 was a thing even before, way before it was announced. But Submoto has apparently had a lot of things that he has leaked beforehand, which was not announced and should have not been known. Now, the reason these two suited men came to his property was they wanted to inquire what he did, how he leaked information about the game that shouldn't have been possible. Now, Submoto, he talked to these investigators who were private investigators hired by 2K. Oh no, Take-Two Interactive. I'm sorry. Take-Two is the publisher who owns 2K and Rockstar, among others, also Gearbox. So after the investigators left, Submoto's Discord was deleted because, and I need to look up this quote because I don't fucking remember. Let's go down. Your account was involved in selling, promoting, or distributing cheats, hacks, or cracked accounts. That's the official what the official statement Discord gave to Submoto, why his Discord got deleted. Now, Submoto, he got in trouble because 2K or Take-Two is claiming that he essentially engaged in corporate espionage. I mean, it's super duper like serious and super illegal. But they haven't, like, this is where, like, it's like nobody really knows. He might have gotten sued, he might have not gotten sued. Like, nobody fucking knows. So the big thing is that Take-Two says that he used an exploit on Twitch to data mine Twitch to get leaked, like, information on Borderlands 3 and leak it. Trying to find the official what they said.
I will say, if he does get sued, we will know for certain, because in the US those things are like public record.
Yeah.
So
that is
if he ends up going to court, we will eventually know.
Take-Two and 2K take the security and confidentiality of trade secrets very seriously. The actions we've taken is the result of a 10-month investigation in the history of this creator profiting from breaking our policies, leaking confidential information about our product, and infringing our copyright. They also mentioned that Submoto has repeatedly been able to leak information months ahead of reveal, and they don't know how. Now, when it comes to NDAs and leaking confidential information, I think if you're a journalist, you should not be shit on for that. You're not committing, or you're not breaking any rules for breaking a story. Like, if you have an employee in a company who is breaking their NDA and leaking information, it's different. Like, that person should be punished. But if a YouTuber takes wherever they got this information, they got it from somewhere, they're just telling everybody about the information. I personally obviously don't know, and nobody seems to know, if he committed any criminal act to get the information he got. I cannot go back anymore and watch his videos because they're all gone. His channel's fucking disappeared. So I don't know what those specific things were that got leaked months beforehand. But apparently they were about characters and their skills and whatnot. Now, initially I was on the side of this his name is Submotto. I'll type his name in chat. Initially I was on the side of this YouTuber because it really seemed like a big corporation is just hammering down on a defenseless YouTuber. But because of events that happened today when North said that he can't access these videos because I didn't know his channel had disappeared. I started looking into it, and it seems Submotto has deleted his own channel. Because according to people who are more familiar with YouTube, like YouTubers who are familiar with YouTube more, if a channel gets deleted because they're breaking TOS, it says on YouTube that this channel has been removed due to violations of TOS. When you go to Submotto's channel, if you type his username in the URL, it says that this channel doesn't exist, which would it makes the impression that channel has been manually deleted by its creator. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. I did go to his channel. It does say it doesn't exist, and hopefully I used YouTube's URL system the right. I know some channel URLs have just the weird string of text and numbers, and some channels just have a name.
With the YouTube thing, it really sounds, I mean, like this is all speculation, obviously, but it really sounds like one thing they do over here before like you just outright sue someone usually is you send them a cease and desist, which means you just say, hey, you better stop or we're going to sue you. And it sounds like he got a cease and desist letter which says, hey, you got to get rid of all your shit that you're making profit on with our stuff, or we're going to sue you for this, whatever. And it sounds like he probably was like, oh shit, I just better delete everything. That way, I'm free, I'm clear. Now, if he still gets sued in the future, then that probably won't be it. But that's what it sounds like.
I mean, yeah, I can see that being potentially what happened. And like the weird part is that like a lot of people are speculating that he got basically threatened to remove his channel.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what a cease and desist letter is.
Oh yeah. What we do know though is that Submotto got I think over 60 manually claimed videos before his channel ultimately disappeared. And like on YouTube, a manual claim is that the company who thinks you are infringing their copyright on manually claims that video. They manually put a copyright strike on your video. YouTube has a 3-strike policy. If you get 3 strikes, your channel's gone forever. Which is, I mean, the system's broke as fuck, but we're not going to get into that right now. But because the channel on YouTube says that it doesn't exist, it still kind of looks like he deleted that channel on his own. Now he might have just deleted it because he got so many claims on the channel it was gone anyway, or he got like a cease and desist letter, like Trevor says, that Take-Two is just basically like, if you don't delete this shit, we're gonna sue your ass forever. And but still, like, we still have a situation where a big corporate entity essentially erased a single YouTuber off the face of the internet. Like, completely. He doesn't exist anymore. There's no Discord, there's no Twitter, there's no fucking YouTube, there's nothing. And the reason I'm not jumping on hating on Take-Two here is because it's still a company and they're beholden to a legal standard. And it's one guy. And he is not the only one leaking information on Borderlands 3. So why did he specifically get targeted? Like they are claiming that he sold also information. But that is like I've found no verification for it, and the story goes that you bought like some sort of YouTube premiumship or some shit, and then you get like a special role in the Discord that he had, where he sold additional leaks. Now there doesn't exist a soul on the internet who can corroborate that, or who can say that this is true or not true. God damn, I have fucking tried finding something. I can't fucking find anything. And now the Discord's gone, so who the fuck knows?
I think it really comes down to how did he get the information? Because, like, I know we were talking about this earlier. If he himself did some sort of hacking or whatever and basically stole the information, or if he hired someone within the company to leak the information, then he basically by proxy stole the information. And if you're obviously if you're stealing it, that's different than if you just heard something, and they might have proof that he actually stole the information, then it just being, like you said, journalism, where he just heard it and it's just reporting what he heard.
See, I'm inclined to believe that this story is not as easy as it comes off. Now, chat mentioned that Submotto personally disabled his Twitter. That is true. I saw Submotto's video where he explained all of these things. The video doesn't exist anymore, of course, because the fucking channel doesn't exist. Where he said that the Discord was deleted by Discord, but Twitter was deleted by himself. And he said that he wanted to do that to essentially escape the shit show that was ensuing.
Yeah, someone in chat is saying Gorbish is saying that, you know, like what we talked about is like that he looked at a private Twitch stream and stole the screenshots, or I don't want to say stole, screenshot the screenshots, or whatever you want to say it.
Yeah.
But unless someone knows how to do this, because we were actually trying to do it ourselves and we couldn't figure out if it's a private stream, how would they know that they went live? It's private. They shouldn't even got a notification.
What is a private stream? What is a private stream? I have no fucking idea what a private stream is on Twitch. I know you can hover your mouse over when you go to your dashboard. You can stream to everyone, or you can stream to subscribers. But the weird part is that Take-Two and Submotto themselves said that originally where he got these Twitch names is from a video that Gearbox published, where they introduced the Twitch extension. There are Twitch usernames in that video, still visible to this day. Those channels don't exist. North checked them, but they were there, and you could follow those channels. Now, Submotto claims that there was just a random day that channel went live, and he took screenshots, or him or some other, he just said that he got the screenshots, whatever. Somebody fucking took the screenshots of the little preview window from your follower page. But what I want to know is, what the fuck is a private stream and how do you do them? Because I personally cannot find anywhere on the internet where you do a private stream on Twitch. If it's the test stream, it's different. But test streams do not appear anywhere. And I still don't know what a private stream is.
I assumed it was only subs, but then he would still have access to that.
So then the question is, can unaffiliated channels do sub streams? Because we're talking about a Twitch channel that has no followers, is following no one. It's just Gearbox's test account that they use to test the game on Twitch. It hardly would be affiliated or partnered, for that matter. So could that unaffiliated account do test streams with like sub only mode.
Do we know it's unaffiliated though?
I mean, yeah, that's impossible to fucking know now because the channel doesn't exist.
But I doubt it was affiliated because it doesn't necessarily belong to anyone, so they don't have can show their tax affiliation.
Well, for it being like a big company though, it wouldn't surprise me if there was some kind of setup that maybe like automatically partnered or affiliated or whatever some bigger company's account.
But maybe I know just like accounts that don't have sub button because they're like a company, not a single person, so they can get.
I mean, I know companies can just make a deal with Twitch, like just put the fucking partner tag on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for example, Riot Games, they don't have a sub button, even though they have like 4 million followers.
I mean, that's just Riot Games choosing not to have a sub button, though.
But why not take the free money, technically?
I mean, I'm not gonna speculate why a company refuses to have subs.
They have over 1 billion views. Why not just?
Yeah, I mean, who the fuck knows? I mean, let's tweet at Riot's CEO and ask him, why can't I sub to your Twitch channel?
I mean, some companies do have. I mean, like, and it may be different because it's charity, but like GDQ is a company, and they have subscribers.
I mean, Red Bull has too, and that's like a straight up company. That's not a person.
That's an old timey company right there.
Yeah, but
that's not even an internet company. Old timey company.
It's
actually now I remember it might be because
you can't sub to Red Bull. Sorry,
you can't.
No. But they are verified though. They have the verified.
Maybe it is something like that then.
Yeah, and if you're like affiliated or partnered, then you can like do stuff on YouTube. And I think that's also a reason why they don't want to do a deal, because they don't want the exclusivity.
That is actually incorrect. You can, as affiliates, you can stream on other sites.
Interesting.
This is because I said the same thing to Cake, because Cake is thinking about moving to Mixer, and I said that just be aware that you might lose your affiliate status on Twitch because per affiliate TOS you can't stream anywhere else. And he said, "Nah, dude, I got better sources." And then I looked them up, those better sources, and sure, fucking enough, you can stream wherever, even though you're affiliated.
Why doesn't Ninja have sub button then?
Well, probably.
He said if you're an affiliate, right?
Yeah,
but not
affiliate.
a partner.
Yeah, I'm just talking about affiliates now.
So partners.
Partners. I think partners because I know when affiliate rolled out, we were not allowed to stream anywhere else. Because I remember this. I read the fucking thing. But I do believe that partners may have like a different thing. And also like with the Ninja sub button disappearing from Twitch, I mean, just think about this. Like he signed an exclusive deal for Mixer. I don't think Twitch wants to be in the position where people sub to Ninja and then be super angry that he never streams on Twitch anymore. And how is this possible that I can sub to this channel when the streamer is never going to be here anymore? Like, they're covering their own asses, and like rightfully so.
Yeah, with him and specifically, it's definitely a different type of situation because he's publicly moving. Where like, I mean, if we were to quit, no one would know, and people could continue subbing to us for years and years and years.
Yeah, we could rack in that money, baby.
Yeah, we could rack in that sweet like $20 a month.
Yeah, huge fucking profits.
You guys getting paid? What?
Yeah, like I don't know, but I mean, with the, I still don't know what a private stream on Twitch is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Who knows, man?
Yeah, and like honestly, with the sub motto guy, because they targeted one single dude, and because they have this 10-month investigation, I legitimately believe that they have something on him that we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
would say
I
it's
feel like
almost
that
guaranteed.
he has probably done something questionable because he decided to delete the YouTube channel and so on. Like, is like why would you do that? Uh, Unless you're like threatened to, like, afraid that they might pick up something from it.
Oh, I'm sure as shit that if the thinking is that, oh my god, I'm gonna delete my channel so all the evidence is gone, Take-Two has every video already. They have a 10-month investigation behind them. They have every single video.
Yeah, it sounds more because if that was the case, you could just private the videos.
Yeah, but his entire channel doesn't exist. So I mean,
it sounds like a cease and desist, honestly.
Yeah.
That or he's just trying to cover his ass before shit gets too crazy.
Mhm.
They undoubtedly have something, and like Trevor just said, he is just burning everything. He is torching everything to the ground. If they have some kind of something, he doesn't want them to get anything else on him, so he is just shutting it all down. I think that's exactly what it is. He just hit that panic button and just shut her down.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is it just really feels like it, because there's just, I don't know, at some point, even though I rail on corporations every day because of their unchecked greed and whatever, I mean, at this point, like, because there's when you just broaden your scope a little bit, there's fucking thousands of other content creators that do the exact same thing. They report on the leaks, they do the speculation videos, they do the trailer breakdowns, and like they showcase the game. Because what Take-Two did with Submato's videos, they were manually claiming Borderlands videos that had nothing to do with the leaks, but just copyright striking them, because technically he's using their IP. You could do that on any video.
I think that, right, just copying and just doing the copyright or anything, I think that was them probably taking advantage of the system of, if you do that to someone on YouTube and say they find out that, say they decide, oh, there is no copyright. Well, there's no punishment for the person that made the copyright. They just go, okay, well, whatever. Right. Like, so they were probably just doing it to honestly fuck with them and be like, we're just going to copyright everything, and it's going to fuck you over, and there's no repercussions for us because that's just how YouTube works.
So I believe that they were trying to shut his channel down. I believe if they make over 60 copyright claims when the 3-strike policy applies, that's a lot of fucking 3-strike policies you can fill with 60 copyright claims.
I do think that YouTube does, in certain cases, if you get like a mass thing like that, they will, I think, go in and kind of be like, well, let's see if something's happening, because normally they do like it has to be like 3 separate instances. It can't be like just all the same thing at the same time.
Yeah,
or I mean, it can be, but I think it has to. I think that they actually look into it to make sure you're not just being trolled or whatever.
A douchebag.
Yeah, I mean that's the tough part on it, is like, if they were super douchey about it, like, they could just do it 3 strikes at a time. And if he's been doing it for 7 years, that's a lot of videos.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, even though he is in the right with fair use, like, he would have to fight that every week of his life. Every week of his life, he would have to go back to YouTube and fight his case, and we know that he would have to, because people do it all the time. There's tons and tons of YouTube channels that it seems like monthly they're like, yeah, this video got taken down, I'm still fighting with YouTube about it. So he would have to go every week of his life just to put up videos on YouTube, because they would just be striking them all the time. And
not just fighting it in YouTube. It's the same case with the court case, because even if they say they don't even have a legitimate claim against him, they can drag the court cases out. They have money, he doesn't. And they can just basically be telling him, like, they could literally tell him, like, hey, you're either going to stop what you're doing, or we're just going to drag this court case out, and you're going to spend every cent you have to win this case for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And see, that's...
we may not get your money, but you also aren't going to get your money. That's basically it.
See, that's why I think that he did something. That's why I think that Take-Two at least believes that he did something. Because they're willing to go to these lengths to just shut down one guy on YouTube.
I would assume they have something that shows that he like did take whatever he took you know, in a more illegal manner, because it does seem weird for them just to pick him out randomly.
Yeah, because I mean, like, even if he has the hot juicy leaks, he's still not the only one. You could find those same leaks on Reddit, you could find those same leaks on Twitter, you could find the same leaks on other YouTube channels. He was just one guy reporting on them.
Yeah.
Or hell, they might be using them as an example to warn everyone else.
I mean, it's still like, I mean, do you really want to go down that road where you just start to target these random content creators?
Well, that's the point of making an example out of someone, so you don't have to target them. They just stop and they go, "Oh shit, I don't want to be next."
I mean, he's definitely done something like, because just knowing something that's not illegal. It's not illegal just to know something. The only person, assuming that someone just broke an NDA and told him, and then he's just regurgitating that information, the only person who broke the law was the person who broke their NDA.
Yeah.
So he had to have done something super, super shady for him to just shut everything down. Like there's I feel like there's so much more to the story that we don't know.
Yeah, see, that's what I feel too. Like there has to be something that nobody just knows, because there's a lot of unverified like claims, like the selling of leaks on his Discord. Because I mean, there doesn't exist a fucking soul who can say yes or no to that, if it's true or not. Like it's odd. It's super odd. And I mean, I'm willing to admit that when I originally started reading about this, I was on the side of Submotto. But as recently as today, I've switched more to the stance of, I mean, maybe fucking Take-Two is right. Because it really just seems like there's a lot of things that are just super odd and weird. Like, Take-Two is claiming that he data mined Twitch. Like, he personally data mined Twitch. Which I have a really fucking hard time to believe. That some random YouTuber found some super huge exploit on Twitch, and he decided to data mine one game somehow, and he garnered some information about one game. Like, that sounds like some fucking Ocean's 11 deal. Like,
yeah, like, why would you go that far?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I don't personally know what's up motto, like, who he is as a person, or what his profession is, or his skills and whatnot. But it just...
He has a particular set of skills.
Yeah, particular set of skills that he doesn't want to use.
Data mine Twitch.
Data mine Twitch. Find the exploit and data mine Twitch. I mean, I think that if there was a huge exploit on Twitch, we would fucking know about it. And I would believe that other games would be data mined. I don't even fucking know what it means to data mine a game on Twitch. Like what can you data mine on a game on Twitch? People are fucking streaming games.
Yeah, but it's still like, it's super scary that just knowing that one day, if I were to make like YouTube video, two guys would appear behind my door, be like, "Hey, you that dude, did you make these videos?" and ask me a bunch of questions. And that's scary.
I mean, I don't
like the corporate
see
power
wrong with that, honestly, because it's not like they just sent everyone's. I think people are making out like, oh, they sent, fucking hitman to his house. Like, they didn't do that. They sent like professional detectives. Like, that's their job, to do things like that. It'd be no different if they hired just the police to come to his door and ask him some questions, although the police probably wouldn't give a fuck. With detectives, that's what their job is to look into things and detect things. So
yeah,
and he did willingly talk about them too.
Was that?
He did willingly talk about everything with the private investigators too.
Yeah. I mean, you could say that it's weird, but I mean, it's a big company and they got hacked, say, and they're going to hire detectives to go figure out what the hell happened. I mean, that doesn't sound weird to me.
But it's still like, in my opinion, it's like overkill. And I don't know how to like jump from that to here, but do you remember the Anthem streamer who tried to stream Anthem before it was released?
Yeah.
He broke the
Got
DA.
instantly fucking banned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a matter of minutes, he couldn't even like get from the starting menu to the game before he was like banned and all his Origin games were gone. Like that is some scary shit. Like they
Yeah,
can
he got
just
nuked.
pick you up like that. Yeah.
Got fucking nuked.
Ugh.
What I would also like to know, if they're just doing a test stream, and I mean, I guess it depends on what they were testing. Why the hell would you test with an unreleased game on a public platform?
No,
Yeah.
but this is what's confusing, because they're saying that it was a private stream that no one was supposed to access.
But why would you use Borderlands 3 at all? Like, even if you assume nobody can access it, it's on the internet, number one, someone's going to access it. Why would you use Borderlands 3? Of all the games that you could potentially test with, why would you use the one that...
And
that
where
you
would
don't
you
want-
Because I'm
stream it?
assuming they're testing the Twitch integration for the game.
Yeah.
Does it have Twitch integration?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how they got the
Oh.
Twitch accounts. That from the reveal video. You can watch that reveal video today, and it has the Twitch names in them still. But those accounts doesn't exist anymore. But I mean, it's still like, because the claim is, Submotto says that the streams were private, and he saw the thumbnails of that stream. And Take Two is saying that he hacked Twitch. And I'm posing the same question. What the fuck is a private stream on Twitch? What is it? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a streamer on Twitch, and I don't know what this private stream means.
Yeah.
Like,
Because-
I know what a stream is. I know how to stream, but I have no fucking idea what a private stream is. I don't know what a stream is that I stream that doesn't appear for anybody else. I don't know how to do that. I know how to do a
Except that-
test stream, but that doesn't exist anywhere. So, I mean, what is a private stream? And you can Google that. You can Google, how do I do a private stream on Twitch? And I guarantee you will not find the answer. Or the answer generally is there is no such thing.
Yeah, that story just doesn't add up.
Yeah, there's a lot of questionable things about that story for sure.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I don't fucking know.
Like from all sides, there is a questionable. There's I don't know. I'm
That's why I said
having known nothing about it previously. I am very interested in where it's going to lead. Hopefully, it doesn't just peter out. I need to know more.
See, this is it. This is kind of it. This is where it
Yeah.
ends.
Yeah.
This is where it ends, actually. Because there's Submotto doesn't really exist on the internet anymore, and 2K doesn't want to address it anymore.
Yeah, why would
Yeah.
it? Why would they? They won.
And if they did a cease and a desist, and he did, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, that's it.
Unless they pursue further, but
This thing ended worse than a flaccid penis.
I'll be damned. Yeah, I didn't know.
that makes sense.
Doesn't it? It really explains a lot.
I honestly I struggled with this entire thing when I started to put it together. Because it felt shady when I originally started watching the videos of this. And there was just a lot of things that were just weird. And I don't know,
Yeah.
like I think he just doesn't exist anymore on the internet, the dude. And Take Two will probably forget this thing ever happened and move on.
He's gonna pop up on caffeine.
Oh gosh, I hope.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be there. I'll be watching.
Everyone created an account tonight, I think.
I know I did.
God damn it. Fucking caffeine, man.
Dude, it's the next big thing.
Oh, is it though? It's been
maybe.
It's been the next big thing for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, it's a long line, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
I just verified my email. I'm basically streaming on caffeine already.
2020, the year of caffeine.
This is it. We're not moving to Mixer. We're moving to caffeine.
That's the secret. They have so many good features.
Ultra low
That one
latency.
feature, man.
That one feature.
Built-in calendar. I'm sold.
Yeah. Sign me the fuck up. Oh shit. Yeah, well, to just close the sub-motto Borderlands shit show, who the fuck knows what happens? Or happened?
If
Someone go data mine the case.
Yeah, go
Let
data
us
mine
know.
Twitch for this case, please. I don't know how you would go about to do that, but
if internet culture ever gets so big that they start making movies about it like they do regular life, this is gonna be one of the movies they make. Like based on true events, and it's gonna open with those two. They're gonna be dressed like FBI agents.
oh yeah, definitely.
Those two FBI agents kicking in his door. It's gonna be a lot like that scene from Transformers where they bust into that black guy's house. He's gonna look over his shoulder and there's just gonna be Borderlands leaks on his screen. He's like, "Oh no!"
Oh yeah.
And that's it. That's the movie. That's where we start. I'll watch that.
God damn. Well, shit. That was Borderlands and Submotto, and anyways, game comes out soon, next month. Or
I'm buying. I bought
sorry.
it. I just bought it. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not tonight, but like the other day.
Okay. Like, okay. It comes out for a few of us next month. It comes out for other people in 6 months.
I did pre-order it.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, you know.
What do we say?
It's
on this?
not.
What do we
It's
say?
not like a-
Pre-order it. He
It's not
ordered
a-
it early.
Yeah. It's not like one of those games where I'm like, well, I might like this game, I might not. I know I'm gonna like the game.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Like you said, it's a Borderlands game, so you know what you're gonna get.
I did say that today. That is true. I said
Wow.
it's Borderlands. Like, you know what you get. But I mean, come on. You could have just bought it like on release.
So what I will say, this might piss you off though. I bought the biggest package they had.
Oh goodness.
I bought the one with all the DLC and everything.
See, that actually pisses me off less. At least,
Oh,
like,
really?
at least like you went all in. Like if you're gonna
That's
dip
true.
yourself in shit like completely. Like go all in. But like what pisses me off is when people buy the $60 version. It's like, and it's a digital download. So
You say that now, but when I saved that $5 in about a year's time from buying all the DLC separately, we'll see who's laughing.
I just said that I'm less pissed off because you bought the big package. Because I mean
Yeah.
that if you get any sort of discount from it, I can sort of get it. I don't get it when people buy the $60 version, the retail price per thing, and they choose either it's like 1 month before or on release date. There's no difference. Because whenever you pre-order, you become a number. You become a statistic in some publishers' Excel sheet. And they're gonna use that data to justify their stupid behavior in the future. They need more pre-orders to justify pre-orders. Shitty business practice, and it should die off in certain cases. I understand that there's certain industries where pre-ordering is the only viable way to get your shit. Anyway,
They might run out of digital copies.
They might run out of digital copies. That is true. The magical digital fucking vault might be raided by pirates, and then all the codes are gone, and then they sell them on the black markets in Discords.
Someone's gonna data mine all the keys.
Yeah, and then your Discord gets shut down because your account was involved in selling, promoting, or distributing cheats, hacks, or cracked accounts.
Yeah, that's exactly how it's gonna happen.
And then you end up in the middle of action movie.
Yeah.
And then you're in an action movie getting right.
It would be so funny if someone would just kick your door down.
It'll be the nerdiest action movie ever released.
Yeah, dude, for sure. And then it turns out I was that guy the whole time. Wouldn't that be wild?
Damn.
Yeah.
It's the perfect
God damn it.
disguise. Somebody else.
Jesus fuck. So what kind of games have you guys been playing? I can talk about one game I played.
I played Tarkov.
Yeah, I mean, you say that every fucking stream. We know it already.
Yeah.
You play Tarkov.
And now I've been really playing No Man's Sky. I don't know, like, what to make out of it. It's fun, but I have no idea how to progress. That is like my biggest difficulty there. And that's No Man's Sky, but point 12 is coming to Tarkov, and we just got introduced with Battle Eye, so we got less cheaters right now. And I'm talking Tarkov and me, or Tarkov and me, because we are a we. Because I'm so married with the game. So I'm super excited for the new map, traders, the hideout, all that good stuff. So yeah, gonna be fun times. I just hope they would release it already.
I played Tarkov today, and I rage quit Tarkov today.
I still have yet to ever play Tarkov.
Don't play Tarkov.
Tarkov.
Are you done, North?
Yeah.
All right. So I've been playing also No Man's Sky with North, and I have a gripe. The reason you can't progress in your game is because for some reason the game that it spawned you. I have 50 to 75 hours, to be honest, into the game. I have never played in a a beginner game that is as difficult as the one the game created for you. You cannot get out of the fucking spaceship on any planet for more than 5 seconds before you just die. So that's why you can't figure out how to progress in the game, because the game is fucking difficult.
The game knows that I love a good challenge, and I'm a true gamer.
I think Beyond did that. I think Beyond made more planets hostile, because I actually played it Saturday night, I think, for a little bit. And we picked this planet because it was extremely friendly. There was no hazardous weather. There was no super big, mean, nasty animals. All we had was some floating pineapple jellyfish things. And I got on there Saturday, and now there's a sand heat storm going 24/7, and then there was super heated rain, and now I have to fight 20-foot tall beetles constantly. Same planet.
That's how North's game is. He put it on survival mode instead of just casual. So, but I didn't know if that was the big difference or not. But we spawned in a solar system with 3 planets. All 3 of them are extremely hazardous. And I was showing Tom earlier, I was like, watch, I'm going to get out of my spaceship, and then I'll show you when I have to get back in my spaceship. And it was maybe 10 seconds, maybe. And I had to get back in before I was going to die.
Wow.
Can't do anything. You just can't.
Oh no, fucking, it's not the game for you then.
I was going to make that joke.
Apparently not anymore.
I was in the middle of typing it. We were all on the same page.
But the thing now is, I was just telling the guys here, I finally got out of the shitty solar system last night after like 8 hours of gameplay. I joined in the game today. It put me back in the shitty solar system. So I had to rebuild shit, get back out. I got out, quit the game, did some stuff, came back. I had built a base in another complete different solar system. It erased it. So I'm like, well, fuck, I don't know what to do. So I guess the game's still fucking a glitchy mess, even still today. I don't know. We were falling through the fucking floor, doing all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time in No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
I'm just hopping from planet to planet. It's all chill, man.
Anyway, that's No Man's Sky. The other game I've been playing is The Forest with mainly Sully. And we're having a good time with that game. It's pretty fun. You can kill people and eat them and beat the living shit out of other people with legs and stuff.
Yeah.
So
it's all about murdering.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And sometimes you build a hut.
Yeah, we built some huts and stuff. Yeah, I will say it's a unique game in the fact that if you're playing with someone else or say a group of people or whatever, it's a comedy game. But if you're playing by yourself, it is an actual horror game. It just completely flips script. Nothing changes in the game, but just the interactions just make it like the caves are legit scary when you're by yourself. But if you're in there with like other people, it's the most hilarious thing to see someone just fucking come out of the shadows and run at you and then run back in and whatnot. So I do think it's very unique in that sense. But yeah, that's what I've been playing.
I've actually beaten quite a few games since our last podcast. I've beaten Final Fantasy X. Fuck Ject. Just want to go ahead and say that right out the chute. Fuck Ject. The end of that game.
That was an emotional fucking ride.
that was like a 4-hour roller coaster of bullshit.
I mean,
I also beat Devolver, the Ape Out from Devolver Digital, and that is such a fun game.
You guys play that?
Yeah, I played it and beat it. It's only like maybe 4 hours long, but it has more to it that I still haven't played. And it is a ton of fun. My God, Ape Out. You just play as like this big orange blob of a monkey, and you just break out of your cage, and then you just have to escape from the building. But the more hectic things are, the more hectic the music is. And to kill people, you just grab them and then throw them at a wall, and then they blow up. They just like explode into limbs and blood, and you can throw them at other people, and then they both blow up. It's just a super goofy, fun game. And then I've played and beaten Bloodstained. If you haven't played Bloodstained, you probably should. That is a sick game.
Definitely one of this year's better games.
Yeah, it is. It makes me. I've never really played Metroidvanias because I'm not super into the whole backtracking thing. I think that the first one I super liked was Hollow Knight, but Bloodstained is definitely. It makes me want to find other good Metroidvanias.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. So. I wouldn't be surprised if I stream Symphony of the Night here soon.
You could try a game called Axiom Verge.
I actually think I have that. I didn't realize that was a Metroidvania.
Totally a Metroidvania.
And then I played through Shovel Knight for the first time since the week it came out, and I beat Spectre Knight. And I said, whenever I was beating the Order of No Quarter at the end of Shovel Knight, every time I beat one, I said, "Shovel Justice!" Just like Skittles just typed. And every time I said it, there was a dude in my chat, Apollo, also typed it out. He said it so many times, Twitch wouldn't let him say it again. Like, it wasn't that he was just typing too fast. He typed the word specifically, Shovel Justice, so much that they wouldn't let him say specifically that phrase.
That is so hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's what I've been playing. I've definitely been playing more games than I usually do. It was awesome.
I played and beat Dark on stream a couple of days ago. Dark is in a very similar fashion to Little Nightmares. That it's a short game, but a little bit expensive. But Dark is very good.
How much?
I paid 17 euros, so I assume it's $17 or $20. But it's a very steep price for a game that I played. I started and finished it in 1 hour 40 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that seems like a lot for.
Yes,
that amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, and I do understand that that's a way too steep of a price for some people. I fully understand that. There's like there's not a whole lot of replay value of it, but what the game offers is still a unique experience. Now I'm a grumpy old guy. I turned 30 like 2 days ago, so I'm a grumpy old dude at this point. I don't really care how long my game is, but if the experience is meaningful to me, then that weighs way more than just a game that I can play for 4 or 5 hours and not feel too much. And Dark definitely was a unique experience. The puzzles were unique, and how the gameplay mechanic was unique enough that I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed my time with it. A game that has more substance for your dollar that I've also played is Dicey Dungeons. And the North was like a while back, like, yo, you should play Dicey Dungeons. And I said to North, fuck off, you little nerd. And then I don't know, I saw some footage of Dicey Dungeons, and then I bought Dicey Dungeons, and I really like Dicey Dungeons. It's like really fucking good. Like way better than I expected, and the music is so fucking catchy. Holy shit! Like I want to find the OST.
You can actually buy it for $5 on Steam.
Wait, the OST?
Yeah.
Oh no. The game, I don't remember how expensive the game is. It might be like $20.
$15.
Oh, 15. I mean, still.
It's 11 euros right now, 10% off.
Yeah, it's 10% off. It's $13.50 USD.
Okay. I mean, the closest game I can compare it to is Slay the Spire. But because mechanic wise it's very similar to Slay the Spire. It's different enough that you don't think about Slay the Spire the entire time you play it, but it's structured very similarly. But it offers way more variety than Slay the Spire does. Like Slay the Spire has
into a bear, right?
Yeah, I can turn. I did turn into a bear, and then I kind of like I didn't want to be a bear, but then I was a bear for the rest of the run, and I did beat the run. So I mean that was good. But yeah, like Slay the Spire has 3 characters, and those do. They work differently, but at the end of the game, like you still build a deck and you play the deck the same way. Whereas in Dicey Dungeons, the characters you use are different. They have different mechanics and how they work. And I honestly feel like Dicey Dungeons is a game that you can play like a lot, like for a lot of hours.
So I have 83 hours in Slay the Spire. Should I play Dicey Dungeons?
Yes.
That's all I need.
I mean, if you want to, you might want to watch like a video on it and see just if you don't completely hate it.
Yeah.
So I have 7 hours in Slay the Spire. Should I play Dicey Dungeons?
I mean, for you, I'm gonna say I don't know, dude. I don't know if you want to play a game with catchy music and you play with dice.
And you turn to a bear.
And you turn to a bear in a very specific set of circumstances. But yeah, I mean, I know North has played a lot of Slay the Spire too, so I really feel like North would also like Dicey Dungeons.
I just bought Slay the Spire, and I've, like, maybe last week.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you like had it for a while.
No. So, I actually do enjoy Slay the Spire a lot.
Oh. I mean, shit. Dicey Dungeons, mechanically and structurally, it's similar. It offers a different sort of variety. I highly recommend it. There was maybe some other games I played that I kind of forgotten. But if I've forgotten them, then they're not worth mentioning.
True that. I'm honestly disappointed that Dark was only an hour and a half. Because it looked super interesting from what I saw you play it. Like I was gonna pick it up, but if it's only an hour and a half for that much, that's really. And I'm fine with like 3 and 4 hour games. Ape Out was only like 3 and 4 hours total, and it was a $15 game, and I thought it was definitely worth that. But an hour and a half it's a little too short.
And I totally get that. Like it's honestly, I will never like be disappointed when people say that, because we value different things. And if someone just if that is like too little for that bang a buck, then it is. I would definitely wishlist Dark and wait for a hefty discount. Like a minus 75% would be a pretty decent one.
Yeah.
Because
I would say
it is good.
I forgot that just real quick. I did play another game called Shadow Warrior 2 for a few hours, and I really enjoyed that. It's basically a first person shooter. It's very similar to me, like it's like Doom, where it's like very fast paced. It has a lot of, I don't know how Doom has some comedic elements, like and whatnot, but like the main dude, he's just one liners and all kinds of shit. But it's like super gory, fast paced, like melee attacks and shooting monsters and all this shit. I would say if you're into first person shooter, if you like Doom, something like that, like that game's actually it's really good from what I played.
I want to play it. I have it.
I think you would like it a lot, actually, Tom.
I think so too, based on what I've seen.
Yeah, I've heard that they're really good. I keep meaning to pick up the second one, actually. It's on my wish list, I think. I'm just waiting for it to be on a ridiculous sale.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that is our show for the month of August. 9 episodes, broskies. We're slowly but extremely surely approaching that 1-year mark. Imagine.
Did we start at a random month?
December.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We started at the very end, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I both like I regret that decision to do that, but I think it was a good place to start. But yeah, it was definitely a bad spot to start for a new podcast.
I don't
What
think
do you
so.
mean?
Like looking back at it, that means that every like every anniversary show we have, we'll be just talking about the Game Awards, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, definitely from that sort of aspect is it's cool that we have like that as our anniversary. It was a really it was just a difficult first episode. It was I think we've gotten way better after that.
Yeah, for sure.
And I do have some plans cooking for the December extravaganza, which I will discuss with all you boys in private settings on those private streams that are so fucking elusive on Twitch that I don't know where the fuck I find them.
I've been private streaming this thing the whole time.
Have you? Nice. On your private streaming site?
Yeah, it's called
me too.
caffeine.tv.
Oh, I've been restreaming to all the chatterbaits and Pornhubs and stuff.
Yeah, I've been streaming this, directly to Chatterbait. Yeah.
I knew that because you had it scheduled. I actually knew that yesterday.
Oh man.
All right.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching. We are No Pants Society. They're variety streamers. Do all sorts of bullshit. I do recommend following each channel if you want to. I'm not gonna force anybody.
I might.
Force you.
Yeah, I mean, I will put Joe on your asses.
If you don't follow us, two goons will come meet you.
Yeah, in suits. They will bust in your door and fucking ask questions.
And we'll tell you to not fucking pre-order.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just wag your finger. All right.
All right. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody.
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Yeah, bye.